Suck our dicks!
Yeah!
Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks!
Yeah!
Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks!
Well, woman I love is named Ramona. She kinda looks like Tempest Storm, and she can dance like a little Egypt. She works down the snake farm. Snake farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, it pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house, snake farm. Ramona's got a keen sense of humor. She got a tattoo down her arm. It's of a python eating a little mouse, wearing a sailor hat that says Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. I asked Ramona how come she works there. She says, well, it's got its charm. There's nothing to do in the winter now, then some kid gets bit at the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something. This is a sing-along. Really. It goes Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. It ain't exactly kumbaya, but being the music fog, it ought to be perfect. Help me now, be on TV. It said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm.
Oh my God! Oh,
okay, that's not an around. That's
Almost
not around
got
because
them
it hit the
off
top. I'm going no around because it hit the top.
Yeah.
Getting into it now. Well, Ramona likes malt liquor and a band from Wales that's called The Alarm. She said you cried when they broke up. She still plays the record that's a Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Sometimes Ramona calls me up and says, come on down here, it's getting warm. And she runs everybody off and we, it's the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Help me now. I said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Thank you very much.
Okay, is it rolling?
Yeah. Grab my terry fold flaps. Grab my flappy folds. Grab my terry folds. Grab my foldy flaps. Hey, touch my foldy flaps. Grab my terry folds. Grab my foldy holds. Grab my terry flaps. In my terry folds. Grab my terry flaps. You gotta touch 'em. My terry folds. Grab my terry folds. Touch my holdy flaps. Take a big flap. Take my foldy flaps. My terry folds. flaps. Gotta grab my terry flaps. Grab my terry flaps. Squeeze my holdy folds. Hold my goldy folds. Grab my foldy folds. Grab my terry flap holds. Grab my terry folds. Hold my foldy folds. Hold my terry folds. Hey, did you ever want to hold a terry fold? I got one right here. Grab my terry flap. Squeeze it. Grab it, squeeze, and tug on my terry flap. Hey, I want to take you to the terry fold dance. Want to come with me? You can grab my holdy folds. Squeeze them tight. You son of a bitch. Suck my holdy flappy folds. Lick my flappy foldy holds. My terry flaps in your mouth. Suck my flaps, you piece of shit. Fuck you. You stupid dumb motherfucking bitch. Hey, grab my terry flaps. Gonna eat those toldy folds. I got a couple of terry fold flaps. I got a flappy foldy flap. I'm gonna go take you to food. Gonna eat, then we're going to the terry fold dance. You and me, we're gonna go to the terry fold place. It's gonna be a night out. Gonna have a real fancy time.
Good morning. Welcome to ClusterF. Hope you had a great weekend. Didn't do a lot. No. Worked around the house and stuff. Makes the weekend last longer. We don't do too much.
It does. I didn't do anything. Saturday, I was like, oh, tomorrow's not Monday? We just didn't do anything.
Sometimes it's good to do nothing.
A lot of times it's good to do nothing.
Do nothing. Chill the heck out.
Is that guy that sings the Flappy Fold song, is he the one that got in trouble for,
I believe so.
what was it?
I was some kind of abuse thing with an ex-girlfriend or something, and then it got dropped.
Yeah.
And he was already put out of the business, and so you don't know whether any of it was real or not.
Yeah.
Oh, judging from that song, he might be a little off.
You could judge from my body of work and think that I was a total lunatic.
You'd be right.
Maybe we'd be right.
But, it doesn't seem as funny, Rick and Morty.
No, I haven't really got into it this season.
You know,
Last season I thought was pretty good.
I've put on a couple that I just, didn't even realize I was watching and kind of walked away.
Stupid. Stupid ones.
Stupid.
What's his name?
Roland or something?
Something Roland.
Yeah.
I can't remember his first name. No, what is it? I don't know. Something Roland.
So he's out of the business. Sometimes they go away, and then a couple years later they just say, come on back. We'll have you back, and everybody forgot about it.
Justin Roiland. Was it Roiland? It's kind of like spelled like Roiland.
Maybe.
Actually, what's that Crapopolis? Isn't him... I thought that was from the creators of Rick and Morty.
Crapopolis. I feel like we almost, me and Lauren tried to watch some of that. I can't remember what we thought of it.
Okay, let's see.
R.J. Roland?
Okay, it's created by Dan Harmon. So he's the other guy. Those are
Yeah.
the two guys. He must be the animator. So he's, okay, so no Roiland on that one.
Yeah.
I've seen the end of it because I start the news 5 minutes early, make sure I get it.
Yeah.
So I get to 5 minutes of that, and I'm like,
It's not good.
nah, it's not like Rick and Morty. It's kind of stupid.
There's a lot of
There's
those
a lot
out
of
there,
stupid
man.
animated shows. There's so many that you wouldn't believe. That's all Fox does. Sunday nights, it's 3 or 4, 5 animated things, and they all look terrible.
Back when I lived here, and at nighttime, me and Harper would go watch some TV. And, it was later at night, so a lot of the stuff on TV wasn't appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
And, I like comedies, and usually comedies aren't appropriate either. But they had Bob's Burgers, which is rated PG or something, So I could watch that with Harper. And it was, almost watchable, but, to be called a comedy is an insult to I don't recall ever laughing one time watching that show.
Yeah, it's a big stretch to call it a comedy.
Which show?
Bob's Burgers.
And it's this animated show, and it's mainly the daughter, and she doesn't have much funny to say.
Nothing funny to
and
say.
he just talks like this, it's just like, I'm not a...
It was very, very slow
Some
and not. It was just good enough to watch because I couldn't watch, South Park or Futurama or any of that stuff. Futurama wasn't a funny show, really, but it wasn't bad. It was a little more.
It wasn't bad. I think Weston was always watching it, so I was always, if I was in the kitchen or around, I was always hearing Futurama, and it didn't seem horrible.
It wasn't horrible,
like
but
they were kind of political because it was a Simpsons kind of
yeah
spinoff kind of deal. I never watched The Simpsons.
That's like one thing. Like I
don't know why.
I feel like it didn't even show up on my TV. I don't remember even ever seeing The Simpsons. Was it at a time I didn't watch TV? Was it early in the morning? When does it play? What channel is it on?
It's on now. Is it still going? I don't know. I think it's on Fox 13 here. It's on Fox, and it's like 20. How many years? 28 years or something ridiculous.
How come I've never seen it scrolling through? I've never seen The Simpsons.
And I've seen a lot of clips, obviously, of The Simpsons, and I've seen some episodes, and it should seems like something that would be right up my alley. Very. Because they make a lot of political points. They'll get their little digs in, but I just never got around to watching The Simpsons.
I've heard they're ran by the government. The Simpsons, everything that happens. I don't know if it's true or if people are just make it seem like this way. Because I've never, when I see the Joe Rogan clips that are fake.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is fake because, I saw this episode. He didn't say that. I don't know that about The Simpsons. So when they play all this stuff that's, look what the Simpsons predicted now, I'm like, did they? I don't know.
I don't know. But they'll show the
picture,
clip. But now we got AI, so people who make fake AI Simpson clips show them.
So you can, oh, God.
And maybe the government, they'll do, and it's been 20 years. It was like 20 years ago, the Simpsons said the government was going to do this on this day, and it exactly happened.
It seems like it.
I don't get it.
It's weird.
Maybe we should just go back and watch The Simpsons, babe.
I guess so.
Give us something.
I thought we watched it.
I've seen episodes.
I don't know if I've seen an episode of The Simpsons before.
It's always maybe it's in the background. I'm surprised, because it comes on after football. I'm surprised. I think maybe Sunday nights were just too busy around here. We weren't like a Sunday night TV watching family. We were a Sunday night. Oh, shit, get ready for
no. Just the whole family of depressed people because there's stuff going on tomorrow. It's Monday.
School.
Harper's finally starting to not love school.
Why? What happened?
Nothing. I think it's getting boring, man. Like, I don't know. Seems like it'd be worse when you were younger, but it's just, I don't think I could do a day of school now. Like, I feel like it would be just as torturous, if not more, sitting there. I don't think I could do it. Sit there for 6 hours in a classroom.
In a desk.
Oh, my God. I don't think I could do that.
Kid. It's training you to be obedient.
Gosh, I wish I could find that Facebook reel that went through the whole, quickly went through the list of why kids are in school and what a bunch of bullshit it is.
When were we talking about that?
Just yesterday, I think I mentioned it to you that I was hoping to find it, and I hate that. I hate that you can't. That once you find one, if you don't, save it or record it or something, you'll never see it again.
A what?
A Facebook reel, one of the reels that.
Well, you gotta save them so you never look at them in your save files. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah. But we were talking. They have our kids for 12 years, and you think about it. When you come out of high school after 12 years, you don't know that much.
You don't have any skills.
You don't know.
That's what it was kind of saying.
It's like, imagine if they just taught you the basics for 6 years, and then after 6th grade, you started learning some useful shit.
Yeah.
Job-wise, home. You should repeat the home ec, shop, auto. They should have all that.
Mm-hmm.
Elementary
they
school
could.
seems all right, you know.
Well, you
like
got to
they
learn to read
the
and write
basics
and arithmetic.
Yeah.
That's what you need to learn.
And then, like middle school, you start
I was-
learning something.
I was
mean,
questioning whether you need to learn history. It's like, do we need to have history? Because I don't, you think, okay, that's good that have a little knowledge of history and that kind of thing. It's probably all lies anyway. But
It probably is.
But then again, what has history done for my life?
The less you
knowing-
know about history, the more you're destined to repeat
And that's
it.
all we do is repeat history. So they're full of shit on
all we
that.
do.
They look
All
at
we
those
do.
as playbooks and go, hey, look how they did it back then. We can do it even better like now. They don't say, let's not do that. So that's a crock of shit that they feed us.
all the time you spend in school, they should just be teaching you more normal shit, like how to fucking have a fucking small survival class, and then have a cooking class, and then have a hunting class, and then maybe a class how to change a fucking light bulb, and how to use a fucking step like it could be so much stuff. Like you run into these people and you're like, you don't know how to change a light bulb.
Yeah. Kevin says history is an important subject. Why? I don't know what,
They say those who don't learn history are destined to repeat it.
That's what
but
we just said.
He's not listening to us.
No, I'm saying,
That's
but
what
it
we-
doesn't seem.
We keep repeating it. Everybody's supposed to know history, right? Everybody takes history, and
Yes.
everybody goes to high school and they learn the American history, and we just keep doing the same things over and over again, and our leaders do the same things over and over again.
Maybe it's those who dwell on history are destined to repeat it.
Yeah.
yeah,
maybe that.
because they're trying to repeat it. They want
And
it.
who says that?
It's a cycle.
Who knows if that's even true?
That's
That
okay.
if you don't know about history, you're destined to repeat it. Who even knows if that's true? That's just something they said.
Okay, but that's a famous quote. So you need to find out who that guy, whoever that was, and then you can say, wow, that guy was paid by the government back then.
Probably.
To make up its fucking quote. Make sure you learn that history, people, because we're going to do it again. And you're going to feel comfortable with it.
I mean, I get it though, right? Like you.
Yeah,
I
it
feel
seems
it,
like you
I don't
should
know. Am I
a
so
little bit.
brainwashed that I'm like, yeah, you should know your
know.
history, or is it just
That's
the
what I
past
feel
doesn't
like.
even fucking exist or matter?
I know.
Maybe it doesn't matter.
What are we doing from from further back? What are we doing from the biblical times? That is, nothing. If we lived in the biblical times, we'd be a better world, maybe.
No, I don't think so
Maybe
about
not.
that. But that's why they had to come up
Well,
with a
I'm
Bible.
just
'cause a
saying
bunch
the
of
Bible.
savages.
If they followed the Bible, it'd be a better place. But I don't know. There's a lot of horrible shit that went on in the Bible.
Terrible. It's one of the most violent books in the history of the world.
But you get our point. They just need to teach better things in school. It said the whole thing that I
common
watched was
sense.
about you make a deal with the school system that they take your kids for 12 years and babysit them and watch and teach them what they want to teach them and teach them how to be obedient and all that kind of stuff. And then after 12 years, all they've learned is the next step is taking out loans and becoming in debt and going to college for nothing.
Boo!
And it's
USA.
just
USA.
and then they're in debt the rest of their life. It's like, God, that's so true.
There's countries all over the world that that have way better education systems than us. Many countries have way better. It's pretty simple. You take some smart, competent people and you tell them, learn how they do it in Japan and bring it over here. Why wouldn't you take what works in other countries or figure it out? All you need is 7 competent people and say, fix education, because it's run by morons. That's why, by special interest in morons, that's all you got. Incompetence.
Yep.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I mean, in the history we
about
teach
something else.
is just fucking if it's so important, and then you graduate from high school, and then 10 years later realize that everything you learned in high school history was false. So now that's definitely not a good class to teach if you're not even teaching the truth. I mean, I think it was up to like 12th grade where they're like, oh yeah, the Indians and the and the Pilgrims got together and had a good meal and fucking it was all fine and dandy and didn't really get too much into.
If you're in
how we just came over here and killed everybody.
Yeah, you're not going to hear any of that in school. If you're in high school American history, you're going to hear about Pearl Harbor and the evil Japanese. You're not going to hear that maybe we would let it happen. You're not going to hear about the Gulf of Tonkin, which was a false flag, which is now proven 100%. It's a historic fact that the Gulf of Tonkin was used to get us into the Vietnam War. You get nothing about the Gulf of Tonkin in high school American history. They're going to brainwash you into USA.
And of course they're going to tell us that we were buddies with the Indians. We sat down and had,
Thanksgiving
with them because they don't want to tell us. Well, we just came over and slaughtered them all and took over their country. How's that? You guys like that? How's that? Of course they're
battles, just epic, heroic battles with the Indians.
Now, have you ever met an Indian family that celebrates Thanksgiving? I wonder, at Thanksgiving you don't invite a bunch of your fucking Indian friends over and repeat the feast. Just a bunch of whites sitting around eating turkey together because there's no Indians left because we killed them all.
Yeah.
You need to dress up as a pilgrim and go onto a reservation on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
see if you
bring
get
turkey.
shot. Turkey. Send two guys. One's a turkey and the other's a pilgrim, and then you get shot. You get an arrow. You get an old school arrow.
Right? An old school arrow to the chest. Right in the chest.
I think
I can feel it.
See, I think some people would think we come across as un-American.
We're
but
not.
actually, we're the true Americans.
We're the true Americans.
We 50 years ago, the country was pretty fucking kick-ass as far as people's happiness and the level of stress and things going okay, and it's just degraded into this cesspool of just getting worse by the second. The debt is like just there's counters out of. It's like we fucked it up, and people like us, we want to get back to how it was, and this two-party shit obviously is not working.
No.
At all.
We've been on the brink of collapse for so long that we've finally been like, we don't think it's even possible. Right before it actually happens and everything collapses, we're like, well, it's been collapsing for 30 years. It never ends. It's maybe it'll just go on forever.
Or is it a rug pull?
It's a rug pull.
You see a lot of people on the internet, on X today, and they're making the videos, and I spent this, and I spent this, and I said, how am I supposed to live? And I don't generally even click on them. I might read the headings. I know what they're going to say. Yeah. So I don't want to get that algorithm, but I still see a lot of them. So, but it's just it'll be fine. Everybody get used to just spending all this money. Is that the deal? We're just going to all get used to it and everything's going to be fine? Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think, I think they've done away even more with the middle class than I feel like that's what most people are middle class. So
well, when you see what they're doing to the middle class, babe, when they're with the insurance and the property taxes and then the standard of living and then their kids' debt and their kids can't live and the kids are sucking off of them, and so they're having to remortgage their house. No kid, no 30-year-old, 40-year-old today is going to get a house from your parents.
Right.
And that used to be a thing. You hear parents at work, and they would give you their house, give you a little head start in life. BlackRock owns your house now, motherfuckers. What a bunch of bullshit. What a bunch of fucking bullshit.
That's the most fucked up thing going on out there is trying to take people's houses.
Yeah.
I mean, people.
What was that?
I sent you a couple things.
No, I heard you, but I didn't hear yours. What was that?
Trying to take the houses is the most fucked up part. I mean,
that's bad, man.
I think, even you're talking more of a middle class. I think even since for hundreds of years, poor people give their houses to their, families as well, might even buy a new poor person house and leave leave the, shitty old house or something like that. But now, if you're poor, you're living in a hotel or a motel or a Apartments. That's what I mean.
Even if your parents left you a crappy house, you could sell it for for $40,000-$50,000.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big deal. Now your parents were in debt now.
Traps a Crab and says, I paid off my college loans after 25 years.
Whoa, that's brutal.
Oh, man.
Brutal.
That's a hard loan to pay off.
And that's a long time to be in debt, and and start out in debt. That's the thing. When I didn't start out in debt. We were broke, but we didn't have debt. Maybe a little bit of debt. Nothing was hanging over our heads like $70,000 in loans. That's terrible.
I mean, that's like
terrible.
I feel like they keep. If I was $70,000 in loans in debt, I think I'd like try and move out of the country or something.
Yeah, because you can't ever get those forgiven, man. Which is weird. That's the only loans you can't get forgiven.
It's like because the
they'll
government
forgive all these people's loans for their houses. I don't understand it.
Man, can you escape debt to a different country? Does like your $70,000 follow you if you move to Mexico?
If they can't find you, I don't know.
The
I'm
world's
sure it
becoming so
follows
connected
you
now.
If you come
I
back,
know.
You'd be fine. You just couldn't like get a credit card from an American company, maybe, or even a Mexican company. They might.
I don't know.
But I think you'd be fine. They're not going to arrest you in Mexico for owing money, and you just.
I bet people don't think about that. I haven't thought about that till just now. They always say, living in a country's way cheaper and stuff. And that's, but most people aren't willing to do it. Maybe if you told them, and they'll get rid of your $200,000 in student debt. You'd be like, oh shit, let's move to fucking Mexico.
There's going to be hundreds of thousands of people moving to Mexico. They're debt refugees.
American debt.
I don't think it gets rid of it. It just doesn't apply maybe anymore unless you come back here.
Yeah,
if you come back, you still got it.
You just moved to Mexico and live your life because you didn't want to be $120,000 in debt.
Yeah.
And the interest on it, I think, is outrageous.
Oh my God! Imagine what you'd owe if you did try to come back. It'd be crazy.
What's the spider situation like in Mexico?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, I did get one of those this weekend.
Everybody's got spiders, I imagine.
Really ruined my morning. I forget what morning it was, but Lauren's just like, it was like maybe Friday or something. It was real early, and I was trying to sleep in. She's like, you gotta get up. And I'm like, I'm not getting up. She's like, you gotta come kill this fucking spider. I'm like, no, in my head, I'm like, as soon as she says that, I'm like, she's right. I have to I can't let this. She's like, no, you do. If you see it, you're not gonna want this thing in our fucking house, And it's in the kids' bathroom. It's like around. You kind of gotta poke your head in to see it, And, oh god, it was just a massive one like that. Luckily I got that far spray on the Raid. I still feel bad. Just
What did
Raid.
he say? Fart spray? What did he say?
No,
Far.
Raid. Far. Like the far nozzle.
Oh,
It shoots far. And I got that. I still feel bad for raiding up the spider.
Harmless spider.
You always make me feel bad about it.
Spiders are good.
Well, whatever.
They do good.
But I can't sleep if that thing's, in my house crawling around. So I had to raid him. Oh, and he's just... It's just terrible. I definitely couldn't go back to bed after that. It really got my adrenaline going.
Spiders are one of the least harmless species out there. They're
Least harmless, I agree.
They don't do nothing. Oh, the least harmful. They don't do nothing. Occasionally somebody gets stung. Big deal.
I mean, they're terrible. They're the grossest. And I've tried to overcome my fear of spiders. And sometimes I'm like, I think I'll be thinking about spiders a lot, and I'm like, I think I kind of over them. I think I could maybe almost touch a spider now. And then I see it, and then it moves with the 8 legs, and it's something about the 8 legs. Just terrible.
So, what do spiders do other than they catch some insects? Not that many. It's not like... It doesn't seem like that many. But
yeah.
Are they an important cog in nature's balance to get rid of just enough insects to, Is that how it?
No,
was?
and I'm not I'm not pro killing things till they're extinct. But I think you've kind of convinced me. And thinking about it, you're like, what if all the spiders were gone? I don't think it would be. There'd just be a little bit more bugs, other bugs, right? I think you can. You know, the white rhino or whatever went extinct, and it's not like they always act like there'd be a huge like
ecological
butterfly effect or some shit on the ecosystem if one animal died, but they seem to sometimes die.
Shit goes extinct all the time. Nature just goes on.
Yeah,
it just adapts.
I think we could get rid of all the spiders.
Till we kill everything.
It might be us. We might just kill everything.
Do you think there's they find new species occasionally. Is there ever going to be a new, like, one that just happens that never was here before? I mean, does that happen? How do they know that didn't just show up somehow, as opposed to they just never had seen one?
What? Like, what are you talking about?
Like a new
species.
A new species that came out of nowhere. I
don't think you understand how species works. Like,
they evolve.
But everything that's like sharks haven't evolved because they were just like good. Like sharks have been around since like before the dinosaurs. Because they're just like the perfect killing machine, they say. But who knows? But also, like, if you evolve, it takes a long, long time.
I know, but it's been a long, long time. Wouldn't there be something evolving
everything that's
year?
Living right now is new. It's evolved a little bit more than,
You're living in the era of everything you're with, so maybe we would involve like in a million years, maybe we would be something else.
Yeah, we will be
but
something else.
But we would have no idea, so you don't realize it.
I think in my lifetime things have gotten taller.
I think so. That's some form of evolution. That's a form of evolution.
Yeah. Well, they also say if there isn't evolution, it's all adaptation.
Adaptation. I don't know, but kind of a similar concept.
Yeah.
You change
to fit your environment.
Or only the birds with long beaks could survive suddenly on the island because something happened.
Have you ever heard about the Galapagos Islands that's why they use those for the most for when they're trying to explain that is because in the Galapagos all these islands separated supposedly and it was all the same type of animals that went to all these different islands that had different what would you say habitat different resources and stuff like that, and the birds started off like this and they all went over there and these ones grew bigger beaks because there was they needed to eat the flowers with a long beak, and these ones grew shorter, harder beaks because they had to fucking bash open some peanuts, and these ones, grew taller because they were walking around catching fish. It's just like an event, that was in a short amount of time. I think it was. It wasn't a long time that all these things.
How could you survive long enough to, if you couldn't get your beak down in the flowers you needed to get them into? Seems like they'd all die within a year
That's
of
what I
not
was
being
thinking
able
too.
to eat.
Well, it's most of them do die.
Except for the long-beaked mother effer.
You just happen to be a bird that was born with
slightly longer beak.
Everybody's born with slightly different than some, and whatever one does best is what continues on. That's why humans have taken themselves out of evolution.
That was the survival of the fittest,
Yeah.
and then we took ourselves out of that.
Yeah, I think adaptation is more of the case in that. So I don't know if there is evolution.
I don't either. I'm not sure. I mean, I think some other things have gotten kind of out of the what do you call it? Survival of the fittest. Maybe like seagulls and what are the ones that vultures?
Things that eat people food.
Things that like a seagull. I think there's a lot of seagulls that go fishing for fish all the time And there's probably some that chill in parking lots and
Yeah,
at the
lazy.
beach.
The trace
Just-
seagulls.
The trace seagulls just eating fucking.
Give me French fries, French fries, French fries, chicken tenders.
Yeah.
Just fucking living in a fucking Checkers fucking dumpster as
Yeah.
a fucking seagull.
That's where he lives.
Seagulls should have been eliminated a long time ago. But they adapted to eating out of dumpsters.
A lot of the fish are birds that just live around fishing piers instead
Yeah.
of fishing for themselves.
Squirrels like at a fucking amusement park.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm surprised they're not fat. You do see like an amusement park or the park every once in a while a fat squirrel. You're like,
Yeah.
man, he's just begging from people all day, eating
Yep.
fucking French fries and potato chips. It's kind of the life as a park squirrel.
I think vultures are the ultimate animal trash.
What
they-
are?
Vultures?
Yeah.
So they're like the laziest of all animals. And they're like, man, we don't want to do none of this stuff. Looks like we're going to go extinct. Or we could eat that dead, rotten shit over there.
Yeah, the leftovers.
And eventually their stomachs grew to tolerate it.
Is that what it is? I mean, that's a pretty crazy step in evolving to be able to eat something like that. Is
The nastiest shit ever and not get sick.
what animals can do that? Can most animals eat rotten
Other
animals?
birds do. You see them all the time. Crows, they're always eating a dead squirrel or
But
something.
they don't only eat deads. That's all vultures do. I think they just, if there's easy pickings, they'll just eat that rotten meat.
Yeah. I mean, I've fed vultures chicken wings before. It was pretty crazy. We just had like a couple bad small batch of chicken wings I forgot somewhere, and they went bad. We took them out and gave them to the vultures, and just to see, they were these big, double-sided wings, and they
Yeah.
and they just downed
Choke
it like
down
that.
like it's nothing.
And
That's
you're like, whoa.
They're trying to guess your weight in the chat. This is a good one. Ned's Navy says, I just guess mine by Trace's tan or lack of tan.
His lack of tan
Means
means
he sat home eating.
Fat, yeah.
Yeah.
His tan means he was out.
I don't know. I
not
feel
eating so much.
who knows the Winn-Dixie scales? If they're right, it always seems like they're
You
wrong.
mean Publix? Winn-Dixie doesn't have scales.
Ones I go to do.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, around
Yeah.
here, it's just the Publix. But they always seem like they're off.
They probably make them off so that people will go make sure they buy more food.
Yeah, I don't want you stepping on that scale going, ooh, I better stop eating.
Yeah, right. That doesn't seem like a good
It's
idea.
a conflict of interest.
I
right?
always,
Totally,
I always
totally.
feel like I weigh more on those ones though.
Yeah, so do I.
And so I don't know. Maybe they're real scales. They just didn't think of that. You'd think you'd get that get that scale the fuck out of my store. Like
Yeah,
I'm
it's
trying
the
to sell
worst thing
fucking
ever.
food. Get that.
Worst idea ever.
It's funny because who would have thought to put a scale at the entrance of your, a scale? What? At the
It's a
grocery
weird
store?
thing.
You never see women on them. It's only men.
It's true. It's mainly men.
I mean, I don't know why that's
Like
so.
you face it the other way so everybody can't see.
I mean, I guess I've never seen another kid on it. I guess my family's just fucking weird. Like when I go to the grocery store with my family, like we start getting the scale, like we're getting close to the aisle with the scale. Kids are getting fucking hyped up. They're like, "Oh, the scale's coming!" They all run over and jump on it. Look at how much I weigh.
Nobody but your family.
Yeah. I mean, I know exactly how much each of my kids weigh because we weigh ourselves almost every other day on the scale at Winn-Dixie.
Did you weigh in?
No, I didn't.
Okay, we got 181 Ink Spike. We got 184 Freak Show. We got 181 Dion's
I
Bathtub.
think I did so little that even if I lost some fat, my muscle has atrophied.
Oh, God. 180 Bumpy, 183 Snookman, 200 Tucson Chick, 220 DJ Digital Trip.
I'll take the shoes.
Uncut
Taking the
Meaty
shoes
Mandingo
off.
says, not true. I watched a girl roll her eyes at the scale last night and walked off angry.
Uncut Meaty Mandingo, 179.
181.
181. Ink
Somebody
Spike
said that.
and
Dion's
Ink
bathtub.
Spike and Dion's bathtub.
181. You got it.
I went driving around yesterday looking for some people playing basketball. To try and
Good
go
luck. So hot. People are gonna be out here.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
hot.
there's a day I just can't figure out what day it is that there's a bunch of people up by my house playing basketball at a couple of the courts. But
It's so hot. You die. He died.
the later on in the day they're doing it. But I also, man, I cannot play Cinco soccer. Like, I'm just not the type of guy to plan that days in advance. So usually I'm like, the whole time I ever played, I was like, oh, I want to play Cinco soccer today, and then go sign up. It's booked like 2 and 3
Really?
days in advance. Like, I used to be able to just go, like, not even sign up.
There's
When
more people here.
I'm guessing. I mean, I just.
Also,
Signore.
there's a lot more people of foreign origin, and soccer's way bigger. America, soccer's not that big in America as compared to these other countries, especially Latin America.
There's more of that.
So that-
Latins.
So Cinco Soccer, by default, really benefited from all these foreigners coming here.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking. I'd have to go on half hour before I went and played, and be like, "Oh, I better sign up before I go," because by the time I get there, the spot's all be full. I was trying to play today, and I'm looking at, 6:30 in the morning, and everything's sold out already for tonight. It's like, man, they must be packed.
How long's it been since you've ran? You get out there, you're gonna be like dying.
gassed.
I jog a little
No,
because
you don't jog.
I mean, I try to do some type of running every day. Like yesterday,
You ran to the dumpster yesterday.
I ran to the dumpster the other
That's
day,
good,
and
that's
then
good.
yesterday I went to the park and got a little, got up to a little jog doing something, and then I raced Bella back to the car,
Good for you.
and I had to, jump a fence. I almost had to come to a sprint to beat Bella, and I didn't, but I was at a fast run, and there was a fence, man, and the fence was maybe, it's just like 2 posts that aren't that tall with a wire, that big thick wire hanging between them, 2 of them. And I mean, this thing is 2 feet off the ground, maybe 2.5 feet.
That was 4 feet.
Well, nobody can see. I'm like, nobody can see it from the table to like.
I just
here.
want to make sure how tall it was.
It was about 2.5 feet off the ground, man, and I'm running at it full speed. And I mean, I used to be able to jump like a fucking 5-foot fence, no problem. And I'm coming up to this thing, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna fucking make it. I'm running pretty fast, and I just put everything I had into jumping over it. And I was like, man, that was a lot of effort, and I barely cleared that fucking fence. Like, the thing was like 2 feet tall. I mean, I jumped as hard as I could, because when I was doing it, I was like, don't eat shit. Like,
Yeah.
don't.
He's
like,
gonna roll right on his head.
I was 100% sure I could make it, but it was like, I think it might be close. I better try harder than I think I should, so I don't
Yeah.
eat shit. And I tried my hardest, and I barely cleared that fucking fence.
Imagine if you'd have done that when you were 18, how easy that would have been.
Oh, my God.
Ned's Navy says, I recorded the Bucks game Saturday on NBC, and it was all in Spanish. What the fuck?
You must have been on ESPN Deportes or something.
He said NBC. Is that?
I have no. Maybe
What the hell?
Maybe he's got a Spanish button.
Yeah. Play that video I sent you.
Which one? The middle-aged one?
Sure.
Oh, I got to go to Cinco Soccer. The only ones you can play was at 10 o'clock tonight.
10 o'clock.
It's a little
Are
late.
they out playing soccer at 10 o'clock?
Making that of money.
Yeah. I mean, there's only 7 people signed up for that one, but it's because it's at fucking 10 o'clock at
Yeah.
night on a
Yeah.
fucking Monday.
Yeah.
How did the American dream die? How did the middle class die? I'm going to tell you, it started in the 1980s with trickle-down economics that did not work. They decided to give tax cuts to the rich and corporations, saying that money would trickle down. It didn't. It just made the rich
I'm
richer.
tired of
Then we
this.
greenlit
I'm
stock
over
buybacks.
it. Everything I listen is this. Everything I talk to anybody is this. How they fucked everything over. I'm over it. I don't want to hear about it anymore. I get it.
I mean, it's so ridiculous. Just
Well, some people still need to hear it.
Yeah.
The concept trickle-down-onomics. It's insulting.
It's
It's
really
like make the rich richer, and a little bit of that's going to sprinkle down on you. It's like, fuck you.
So instead of, when the productivity was going up, instead of giving workers more money, they just bought back their stocks so the shareholders could make profit and the executives could get bonuses. Then we had leverage buyouts, and the government didn't regulate leverage buyouts, and that was the start of private equity basically buying up everything so that they could make more money.
He talks too fast. He talks too fast.
Then we moved away from pensions to 401ks, which essentially just took the responsibility and accountability of the company to take care of their workers with the retirement and put it on to individuals. But we were never taught economics in high school, so how the fuck are we supposed to know about compound interest and investing? But they said the 401k was better than the pension when it wasn't. Then they started shipping our jobs overseas, building the middle class of other countries so that they could make more profit, destroying the middle class here. Then we started ramping up the borrowing money and getting into debt as a country, which devalues our dollar. And then in 2008, we had predatory lending, which crashed the housing market, fucked over so many Americans. And then we used taxpayer money to bail out the banks. And when all the houses were cheap, the rich went and bought those up. And that's when you started to see the rent start to increase around the 2010s into the 2015s. And then in 2011, we allowed super PACs to exist. So billionaires can now buy elections, and they use that money on attack ads, which divides the country. Divide and conquer, and that's what they did. In 2020, we had the pandemic, which both sides of the aisle handled like absolute shit, shut down all small businesses, all the money went to the top, the rich got richer, they printed trillions of dollars more, which people needed, but what did all the people do? We spent the money because we needed to spend the money, and where did that money go? To the top, and they got richer. And lastly, they decided during the pandemic, let's lower the interest rates on buying a home to 2.5% to 3% so that people could refinance and get ahead. But no, all that really did was give the green light to a bunch of rich people to basically borrow free money and buy up all the fucking housing so that we can no longer own a home. And that all ended in 2021. Then we've experienced 25% inflation since the pandemic. And here we are in 2025, and we no longer have a middle class, and the American dream is dead.
Woo!
That's a bummer.
Yeah, what a
That's
bummer,
a
man.
Real bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it sucks. And what can we do about it? There's
can't-
got to be something the American people can do about this.
It don't get done
Why
until
are we
it's
gonna
so
s-
bad
yeah,
that
till it's
you're
so
willing to get
bad.
off your ass and do something. I'm not willing to get off my ass right now.
Until the people that are still, making decent money, until they start hurting too.
Until the majority of people are living miserably.
I mean, there's the lower class, there's the middle class. I think they're all starting to.
Everybody's feeling it.
Yeah.
But you're just feeling it now. Hasn't sunk in yet.
Yeah. I'll be all right.
What was the other video I sent you? What did that say? I forgot.
I watched the
Matt the welder.
Oh yeah, he's got he's got all kinds of good stuff too, and you know it's true about.
I just got back from
Everything.
DC.
It was 8 minutes long. This is a longie.
Is it?
Yeah.
I just got back from DC. They gave us the Epstein file, phase 2. I mean, you didn't think the federal government would come out with a binder that says phase 1 if there wasn't a phase 2, because if you did something like that, people would question your judgment. I haven't opened this yet. I'm going to do it with you guys. That way we see it together for the first time. Either two things have happened here. Number one, Pam Bondi is incompetent and she came out with the Epstein files phase 1 and she didn't have a phase 2. Or somebody very influential, very wealthy, maybe a lobbyist, came to her and said, Pam, you're not going to release those files. Where would we find somebody that's so wealthy with that much influence? Well, if you want to drain the DC swamp, you must start in Florida.
Matt the welder is going to solve the Epstein file.
right. What is
Hot damn.
He's just telling you who's the influential people that are saying you ain't coming out with it.
There you go.
I know of one very wealthy, very influential lobbyist in the state of Florida. His name is Brian Ballard. He once employed Pam Bondi. She made $1 million working for Ballard Partners. Her clients included the government of Qatar, where she was making $150,000 a month lobbying D.C. on behalf of the government of Qatar. Financial documents.
Okay, so I've said it before. It's like Pam Bondi's a criminal.
Yeah, that's why
And,
she got moved up.
and Trump has surrounded himself with a bunch of idiots and criminals. Don't you have to at least give you pause if you're a huge Trump supporter? I hope all this works out with Trump. I'm not rooting against him, But you see the Pam Bondis.
And they all
and
do it. Both
judge,
sides do
who's
it.
the judge? The judge, she's like an old Fox crony. That Judge Jean, whatever her
but
name
it's
is.
not. It's. I mean, it's people. A lot of Trumpers are
Mark Rubio.
kind of not feeling it anymore. There was Trump support was going fucking crazy.
It was.
And then as soon as he got elected, he made like some really quick dumb decisions that nobody liked, and now everybody's not as much. I don't hear a bunch of people as much being like, "Ooh, Trump."
See, it's hard to, because there's a huge percentage chance that he's just like everybody else. But as an American, you're like, maybe Trump will do something to change the disastrous course we're on. Because it's certainly not going to be Gavin Newsom in 2028 when he beats Trump, and now we're out of the frying pan into the fire. So and then you look at the Hegseths, the people who are religious zealots. The Office of Faith, when he puts that crooked lady in there, and you're like, well, what's all that about? You can tell me you have integrity and you care about America, and you also make terrible decisions and hire horrible people.
Yep. And Big Kahuna says Bondi doesn't seem too smart, but what crimes has she committed? See, I don't buy into their bullshit of, they've passed laws so that to make sure that things they do aren't criminal. And then they say stuff like, well, it might be immoral, but it's not criminal. It's like, I consider that criminal. If you're going to be immoral and in our government to make money and screw the people over, I consider that a crime. You've been brainwashed that as long as you say that, they're okay. Well, I don't think that's okay. I don't think it's okay for people that we elect and people that are in our government to be doing immoral things that are that should be borderline criminal. They've just brainwashed people to say that so that they don't get in trouble.
Lobbying, getting paid $150,000 a month by a foreign government to lobby the American Congress, which is generally against the American people. Yes, don't give me this shit that lobbyists in Congress are working for the good of anything. No, they're not. They're working for... So that makes her immoral, and that's just the stuff that this guy knows that she's done.
Yeah.
So she's a piece of shit.
Documents also say that Pam Bondi made $520,000 working for the America First Policy Institute. But how can you put America first when you're making $150,000 a month working for the government of Qatar? Now, they've told us if they release this list, the whole system would come crashing down, from foreign governments down to your local government. Well, those are all the clients of the Ballards. Miami-Dade County spent $120,000 with Ballard Partners last year. Miami-Dade Public Schools has been spending $120,000 for the last several years. Since 2017...
Who's Ballard?
A lobbyist.
Okay.
He's
Miami-Dade
Florida
Public
lobbyist.
Schools has spent $940,000 at Ballard Partners. Lee County Public Schools paid the Ballards $180,000. Lee County Board of Commissioners paid them another $120,000. And to think we don't have money to give to our teachers for raises. The city of Miami Beach, the city of Largo, the city of Pensacola, the city of Winter Haven, they're all in there. The Hillsborough County Express.
Matt the welder. Matt the welder. It's nice knowing you.
Yeah, he's dead.
Nice knowing
he's dead for sure. They're gonna kill him tomorrow.
Yeah.
Godspeed, my
if
friend.
they could take him out right now, they would.
I mean, this will piss one of these people off that he's mentioning them bad enough to go kill them themselves.
One of these
go
days.
to jail.
One of these days.
Mm-hmm.
Way Authority, the Jacksonville Port Authority, and the Seminole Tribe of Florida. I thought we elected representatives to go to Washington on our behalf. Isn't that what congressional districts are for? Isn't that why we're sending people to the House of Representatives to represent our local districts? Why are we paying a lobbying firm thousands of dollars of our local tax dollars and telling our teachers we don't have any money for raises? When it comes to stories of alleged conflicts of interest, there's plenty to go around at Ballard Partners. Let's take Terry Miller. He was a political consultant for several Lee County school board members before he joined Ballard Partners in 2003. Now, they argue that there is safeguards in place to make sure that Terry Miller has no influence over their decisions. My question here is, what is your congressman doing? Why are you sending representatives to Washington and then having to hire a lobbying firm on behalf of your schools? You should fire your congressman in Lee County. We went from spending...
See, it's just a big scam.
Yeah.
It's all set up it's money laundering. It's like, yeah, we're paying lobbyists, blah, blah, blah. You don't need to pay lobbyists.
When he's saying that's what the people you're electing, that's what their job is. And they're not, and then they go and just hire a lobbyist.
And then your lobbyist gives kickbacks to the congressman.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
Money on no child left behind to no dollars left behind. The alleged conflicts of interest don't stop in Lee County. Let's take Catherine Ballard. She is the wife of Brian Ballard, and she was reappointed to the board of FSU trustees by Rick Scott in 2018.
Well,
this is after
Rick Scott? Rick Scott?
Brian Ballard donated $10,800 to Rick Scott's campaign. Catherine Ballard is still on the FSU board of trustees. Governor DeSantis reappointed her in 2023. Now, coincidentally, as I was scanning through Friends of Ron DeSantis political committee, which changed its name to Empowering Parents Political Committee, I did see a $10,000 donation from Brian Ballard. It should be no surprise that Catherine and Brian Ballard were selected to co-chair the inauguration of 3 Florida governors. That would be Rick Scott, Ron DeSantis, and Charlie Crist.
Corruption in government knows no party line. That's
Right.
2 Republicans and 1 Democrat.
Is he standing in front of some type of radioactive river? Is that what I'm seeing?
What do you mean?
Looks
What
like
is
grass.
Is there a river back
I
there?
couldn't tell.
While I was in Friends of Ron DeSantis political committee, I couldn't help but
grass.
notice
Oh, it's
how
grass.
much Florida Power and Light, Tico Energy, and Duke Energy are contributing to the governor's political committee. I'm starting to see why they keep getting those rate increases.
Yep.
Sorry about that side quest. Now back.
Yeah, while he's in there looking, he's just going, "Oh my God, look at all these other."
He's going on.
Donate.
He's going down Donna rabbit hole.
Yeah. Yeah, because Duke Energy, all those, they're all being allowed to just raise the rates through the roof, man. The electric, I got Duke Energy at the shop. In 32 years, I've never had such high electric bills at my shop. It's always been,
Yay.
and I'm only there, 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Monday through, I'm not even open on the weekends, and I turn my air up to 80 every day at 5 o'clock, and my electric bill there has been double what it's ever been, and they because they allow them to keep raising the rates.
I think it's fine. Maybe, probably not, but it's finally coming out that every aspect of government is so rife with corruption. It's almost unbelievable. And we've been trying to tell people that for years. You look at any entity, it's corrupt. Not even in government. Corporations, they're looking at a way to make money, buy back their stock, and pay back the stockholders. They don't give a shit about the American economy or putting out a good product or even giving you any customer service. And that's how it is. And you need to wake up, America.
Why can't it ever be good enough? I mean, especially power companies in Florida right now, where everybody's moving. You're making money hand over fist, more money than you've ever made before, and there's still more of an income. And I'm surprised you're not having a problem trying to keep up. But you're like, that's not enough. We also got to increase our rates to double up and make double them. And, oh, God.
Yeah, and all these guys, wives are, we've said, everybody knows, all their whole family's involved. It's not just their wives, but they're really appointing their wives lately to bigger and better things. Look at Ron DeSantis; they're wanting his wife to run for governor. It's like, and will she be elected? Will the people just go and elect her?
God,
it's like, what a bunch of fucking
I
fools.
love Casey DeSantis.
Yeah.
She is so awesome. Don't you love? You love Casey.
I don't know.
But I mean, just
Some
like
people
him,
are.
our sheriff's wife, she's involved in all kinds of
They
shit.
use their
she
wives.
was involved with
That's
Rick
one
Scott.
degree of separation.
Yeah.
Well, that's my wife who's doing getting all that money, not
Yeah.
me. My wife making $500,000 a year. All right, can't wait till he gets to the Epstein files.
Back to the Ballards. My favorite partner that worked at this lobbying firm was Bridget Nacco. Up until last year, she pulled up that she was a partner based out of Tampa. Her husband is Chris Nacco, the Pasco County Sheriff, who's been elected twice unopposed. He was asked under oath how he got 2 prominent state-level positions, and he said bluntly, "It's the connections that I have made." While he was under oath, an attorney asked Chris Nacco, "You didn't have to go and interview for these jobs? There wasn't 100 other people waiting to get them?" "No, ma'am," he replied. Maybe those connections are his wife because she is a prominent GOP fundraiser in the state of Florida. And she's got connections all the way up to President Trump that she has presumably...
So you're going to appoint a sheriff, which is a very important position to a county, and with no idea of his real qualifications because of political connections. That's a crime right there.
Yeah.
It's a crime.
It's not a crime. It may be immoral. I don't even think they'd say that was immoral to do it.
And all that bullshit, that's from day one. It's immoral, it's not illegal. Fuck off.
Yeah, fuck you.
While she worked at Ballard Partners. If you happen to have made your way onto that list and you need somebody to suppress the list, if you got the money, the Ballards have the time. And they have offices in Washington, D.C., Boston, Tel Aviv, Los Angeles, Istanbul, Saudi Arabia, Nigeria. Now, it's important to note, I'm not saying that they suppressed the list or that anybody in Ballard Partners was on the list. I'm just saying, if your name is on the list,
we need to give all our resources to the Ballards to promote our show.
Yeah.
And we'll become hugely successful through no merit of our own, but who gives a rat's ass? That's how it works. That's how the fucking world should have, from day one, should have contacted Ballard.
Ballard Partners can probably get it off the list. Can you believe all them bureaucrats are intertangled into the Ballard's web, even at the local, state, and federal level? Now it's time to move on to the private sector. A lot of people want to know how U.S. sugar is allowed to destroy the Everglades, how they keep having nutrient release after nutrient release.
I think Matt the Welder's going to tell us.
Yeah, I think he's
going to tell us. He's going to tell us.
Release. And even though there's all these groups dedicated to protecting the Everglades, Big Sugar gets to do whatever Big Sugar wants down in the Everglades. According to Open Secrets, U.S. Sugar has employed the Ballards. They gave them $480,000 last year. That's how Big Sugar has managed to have its way over the Everglades.
This is all I need to hear to know that Big Sugar probably had something to do with releasing all the fucking anaconda, or not the snakes
to ruin the Everglades so they can put more Big Sugar plantations there.
That's funny because Berlin said something to me. She was saying something to me about that yesterday. Pythons. Yeah. And I said that to her. I said, now you know why. Because she must have heard something about it, about the sugar, the thing in the Everglades going on. And I said, that's probably why they released all the pythons. So, they released them to get rid of those panthers. They want those panthers gone. Okay. And they're like, it'll probably take about 10 years. Or 15 years, but it'll happen eventually. Don't worry.
Well, they say 80 to 90% of all the wildlife has been decimated in the Everglades by pythons. It doesn't take too long for that ecosystem to crumble.
No.
Your whole ecosystem has been wiped out.
I think that proves it right there. I'm thinking they were bringing in hundreds of thousands of fucking snakes somewhere. Because that happened so fast. I mean, I hear that they're dead. Like, it is like 95% of everything is dead. Which is almost, you can't even comprehend that almost. That's like how many animals there would have been compared to
you can't
how you wouldn't see, you go down there, you wouldn't fucking see any animals because they've all been eaten by snakes.
It's spooky.
Yeah, that's weird.
And then they do the hunt so that looks like they're trying to help, and they know it's already too late.
Oh, they get a pittance. They get they don't even get a fraction of the snakes.
Yeah, the people that go down there and hunt the snakes, it's like they hardly get any.
Oh, we got 200 snakes this year. Well, there's 10,000.
Yeah.
10,000 and multiplying like crazy.
I mean, at what point, though, do they reach a point where they run out of food and the pythons end up dying because there's no food because they ate everything?
The pythons move north and eat your cats and dogs.
And maybe your kids.
Your toddlers.
I don't think they can move too much north, though.
No, but in Florida, they can move, they can move up to Tampa. probably about that far.
Yeah.
Then then they'll start getting killed off by the coal, but it's not going to be fun. Not going to be fun at all. And we're going to Mars, Trace. All the people that we're talking about are in charge of helping us get to Mars. Like those kind of people. Yeah, we're not going to Mars.
You might not be going to Mars.
We're not going to Mars. We don't deserve to go to Mars. Until we can run this country appropriately and ethically, we don't deserve to go to Mars.
I told you there was they voted for they have companies down there that are dedicated to trying to fight these sugar mines or the mines from the sugar people.
Yeah. Are they rock
And
mines?
Some kind of mines. I forget what they are. He might tell us. But they're down there opposing it, and even with all the people down there opposing it, the commissioners voted 6-0 for Big Sugar. They're like, we don't give a fuck what you said. They just paid us, $400,000.
So carte blanche, whatever sugar wants.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a kid here?
Yeah.
Oh, you probably need to take a break then.
Mm-hmm.
Probably need to take a break. I have us talking about the conjoined twins on Chat Fluffin.
Oh, yeah.
It's long, so it's 20 minutes long, so we may just come back whenever we come back and then finish it up on the next break. But it's definitely worth playing. You can't go wrong talking about the conjoined twins.
Never.
having sex because one of them's married and she just had a baby, and they didn't even get into that. Which was what we were really concerned about, is how did they have a baby? Did they adopt?
Oh, man.
No.
She had a baby? Because they were what?
Yeah, I guess.
Because they're holding a newborn, but you can adopt, and you could have a surrogate.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What do you
I
do?
think that's pretty.
They have one.
Medical
They have
miracle.
one. I'll tell you, they have two of everything. I mean, not arms, but they each control an arm and a leg. But in the inside, up until their intestines and stuff, they have two of everything. But then they have one reproductive system.
Only one. So they only need one uterus. I guess it's possible. All right. We'll be right back with more ClusterF. Saw this headline said conjoined twins Abby and Brittany, the conjoined
I saw
twin,
that.
says they're finally seeing out with their newborn baby over a year after news of their marriage became public. Did one of them get pregnant?
How does that happen? How do they do that?
Newborn baby? How does that?
Because they only have one reproductive.
What do you mean? Only one vagina.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're both getting fucked.
Oh, you mean
when
you
the
mean
husband's
that?
fucking them? What happens if you're, do you have to be like, I have to put some kind of partition up so me and my husband can fuck, but you're gonna feel it too? Is she gonna go?
Yeah.
What are we talking about? I totally missed it.
Well, you better
Donna's
pay
having an
attention.
orgasm. What is happening?
What if you're a little more responsive? And the guy's like, "Yeah, I really like the way your sister,
I mean, I don't think he's gonna say that, but
He's
it's just the weirdest.
Constantly peeking over the partition. And you like that? You like that? Huh? Yeah, I think
Winking
it sounds,
at her.
Sounds like you like it a lot.
And then you're kissing the other one, and the other one's face is right there.
Right
Because her
there,
face
right
is a little
there.
lower than her sister's face. She's like the lesser one because
She's the
of
lesser
where
one.
her
Why is he
head
standing on
is.
this side of her then?
I know. There's a lot of pictures of him standing on both sides. I don't know. So how do they feel? How do the sisters feel about each other? Like, how do you? I just don't know how the dynamic in that works.
How many legs they got?
Two. They only got 2 legs, 2 arms. They
How
did
many-
have
they
an
got
arm.
one ass?
They had a third arm in between.
It gives me
When they
kinda
were
got a
born,
heebie-jeebies,
and
yeah.
it had to be amputated, and they were left with like a weird, shoulder there.
Now I know why I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. But they have,
one
2
ass,
heads.
one ass.
They have 2 heads. They have 2 brains. They have 2 spinal cords. They have 2 hearts. They have 1 liver that's a little larger than normal to
Big ass.
accommodate.
They got big ass liver.
They've got 3 gallbladders. They each have their own stomach.
Bonus.
They each have their own stomach. But the weird thing they said that happens when they each have their own stomach, but if one of them feels hunger, from their stomach, it makes the other one feel hungry and not that one. Makes the opposite one feel hungry.
One. So maybe
So you could make one of them fat.
Something like that. It was really weird.
What if the opposite
but then
have opposite orgasm? She's like, I'm not really interested.
they only
in
have
you.
no. They only have one. They have one reproductive system. It goes. It's like mostly from here up.
But it could be wired.
They have
it could be wired to one
have
girl.
two, and they have, like I said, 3 of one thing. They have 2. I think they have 4 lungs, but the one in the middle, the 2 that are in the middle, are kind of fused together a little bit, and then they each have one on each side, other side.
You think they
or
can
is that the
stand-
liver? That might be the liver.
Can they stay
I don't know. I
underwater
forget
longer?
Which one it was? I don't know, but from here down, they're one.
They're one.
So
Now, I need a Donna ruling on this. Is their left breast in play for the man?
I don't.
Oh, they only have one set of
See,
breasts?
because
Yeah, I think so.
they didn't ever mention the breast, but they do only have.
Is it only
I
2?
think 2.
What if there's 3?
Which is weird because everything else from here up
Yeah, you said is
is
double.
double. So
But,
that's
yeah.
kind of weird. They did say like their rib cage, they only have one rib cage, but they said it's wider to accommodate. How does that happen? You know,
accommodate-
it's like, and their hips are wider
Weak.
to accommodate
Weak.
all the stuff going on, and their rib cage is
How many hearts
a
they
little.
got? How many hearts
2.
they got? 2 hearts. 2 hearts beat as one.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at this.
Each
This
have
guy's the
their own-
happiest man in the world for some reason.
I don't know
This is
why.
because this is his fetish. He's like, I've always wanted a 2-headed girl.
But I mean, I just don't know what the other one does while you're having sex.
Everybody wants to know.
And they
Because you can't.
everybody wants to know that.
I don't think
What do you do?
you can't.
And you can't get jealous of your sister because you're fucking right there. You're connected at the neck.
Or you just say, hey, this is how it's got to be. We're both going to sit here and enjoy it.
Can you imagine if you hated her? God. What happens if
you hated
one of
your si-
them
well, I don't- yeah, I-
wants to eat more than the other? Do you say no? You can't let us get fat, or no? You know,
Yeah, that's a lot of give and take.
because
I
they
don't
say
know.
they're completely different because they are. They got 2 brains.
I'm gonna make sure.
Just
okay.
so many.
So weird.
They were seeing. Okay, let me
questions.
see if they were actually had this baby, or did they just adopt it or something? They don't tell you, you motherfucker.
And then if the other one gets a boyfriend, which I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I don't think that would be too weird.
Yeah. If the other one gets a boyfriend, right? He'll kiss her, but now the other guy is like, okay, well, I didn't have anyone fucking my wife before, but now I do. Now I got someone else fucking my wife. So you got 2 guys fucking the same bottom
Jesus.
half.
It seems like a swinger situation.
Very, very weird.
And-
Forced swinger situation. We can't do nothing about it.
And what if she's like, hey, I like to get kinky? And the sister's like, no. And the husband's like, no, you can't get kinky with
Kiss
my
my
wife.
sister.
I'm
Kiss
not
my
get-
sister.
Not getting kinky with your wife. I'm getting kinky with my wife.
Yeah. Don't look.
I mean,
Who's that groaning?
Yeah. It's just so weird.
Let me see this. Let me see this picture again. This picture.
No.
See now, and like if you're
so happy.
if you're doing something other than if you're doing oral sex. I mean that's a.
I mean, maybe they have an
That's a-
agreement.
that's a
No
pretty-
oral sex. My freaking
This guy,
head.
this guy's not smiling.
My
like a
head's
guy-
in the
This guy's smiling like he's getting a lot of orals.
That is Fat Drew.
It's teamwork. It is Fat Drew.
Are you showing their picture or were you?
Not this time, but I did before. Yeah.
Yeah, the other girl's like, okay, I mean, you have to agree with all this stuff together, right? Okay, sis, we have to have some conversations. What are we going to allow and what we're not going to allow? And this guy, I don't know.
There's
man.
got to be something up with this guy.
That's what everybody would say, right?
Gotta
What's
be.
up with this guy? Because he likes this girl,
This is gross, but what if one of the sisters is into anal?
I know.
you
That's what I'm
can't
saying.
see.
I want to do this
Yeah.
position and get this kinky. And the other one's like,
no
no.
way.
No.
And her husband's like, no, you're not doing that with my wife. And
And what if
one sister's a pushover and the other one's a bitch, so she always has a headache when the other husband wants to have sex, and the other one's a fucking like, oh, I'll fuck anytime you want.
yeah.
Oh God, what a whore!
man, and
Like, I don't-
if they get another
if they-
another boyfriend?
That's twice the sex they got to have.
And what if one, this guy's way better. This guy's this guy really brings the steam, and your wife's constantly getting nailed by this guy.
I mean,
I don't think there could never be two men.
There's only
ever
one thing they could
I
do.
mean, that's not fair to the other girl.
There's only one thing they
That's
could
true.
do.
It's true.
If both sisters want to have sex at the same time.
That's what it have to be.
Anal and
Jesus
vaginal.
God.
Yeah, that's
It
the
could
only
be
way. That's the only way they could
Could be
satisfy
like
two
to
men
take
at the same.
turns. See,
No,
like oral and vaginal, and she's preoccupied. So she's of course she's giving you a really terrible blowjob. She's getting railed, and she's not even paying attention to your penis, and it's so embarrassing because Pedro is just going to town, and you're humiliated once again.
Could he just say, I just love you both? What if he's like, what if it's that? What if it's like, I want you to love both of us so that we
I'm
don't have
sure
to
that's
have
what he's saying.
two different guys. But then the one sister would have to not get jealous about it and say, okay, we are as one in this relationship, and that's the way it's going to be. But the other girl, who knows?
What if he yells the wrong name? I mean, she's gonna hear it.
I mean, and plus I'm sure he says both
is
names
confusing.
quite frequently because she's right there.
Who's yelling names when you're having sex? I mean,
That's an
I
old.
usually just
They
yell.
always
That's
say
one of
that.
those old wives'
they always
tales.
say that. Who does that? What
I
you
yell
talking
my
about?
name. You don't.
Brandon yells his own name. Oh, gee.
Well, I'm usually alone.
Oh, Donna.
So
Oh,
is there
Donna.
a website for what do you call them?
Welcome back to ClusterF, the only show where the breaks are just as entertaining as the show. We'll finish the other half of that when we come back. It's so fascinating because it's so bizarre. It's such a unique situation
Conjoined twins, right?
that one of them is married.
Yeah. I mean, what about going to, like, what if you call the cops on a domestic? She's beating me up. Like, do they have to create new law? What is it? Do you have to just be like, all right, well, I gotta sit down with these two. I obviously can't arrest one because I can't separate them.
I think one gets arrested and goes to jail. I think if you're innocent, that's going to go on in court for years. As your lawyer says, this is an innocent woman. You can't put her in jail. And she's like, yeah, but she's attached to a killer.
Yeah.
I
Her
don't know
sister killed someone with one arm, and
what-
she tried to stop her, and she couldn't
What
because she
you-
only has one arm
Yeah,
to try
yeah.
to stop her with.
What do you do? What do you do if the one on the right, she killed somebody? Maybe driving or something. She did something where she needs to go to jail for 25 years.
Yeah.
But the girl didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
How's it? If you're a lawyer, I'll take that case. This girl didn't do nothing, and we can prove it.
But can't you stop her? Can't you stop the girl that's attached
Well,
to you
you
from
only
killing
have
somebody?
one
You only have
arm.
control of one arm.
How do you stop her from that?
Isn't that crazy?
What if Inkspike says, lucky thing they were both girls? What if one was a boy?
Oh God! Oh, the hulking man grinding on you. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
It's like I was thinking, like you were saying something about maybe they have a partition, so that because you'd have to, because there's no way you could be having sex with your wife and then her her sister, you could never make eye contact with her. You know, she's right there, but because if you did, yes, sis, how you like it? Oh shit, I ruined the whole thing.
I think at one point she's just got to be part of it, right?
That's so weird. Maybe.
I mean, seems easier than putting a petition in.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like,
but then to try and find a time where two women are in the mood to have sex.
I know. And what if the sister who's not married is always saying, "No, I don't want to do it now," and you'd start resenting her. It's like she's cock blocking me.
You're gonna ruin my marriage if I don't have sex with my husband. Or then, what if the other girl gets a boyfriend too? Then they have to have sex twice as much.
Oh God!
And the one guy's going, "Well, now you're fucking my wife too."
And the one
problems that a double-headed man with two penises wouldn't have. We get no pussy.
And you're married to the one, and and she's down to have sex with the other guy all the time. She's like, "What can I do?" And he's way better than you. How embarrassing is that?
This guy's a weirdo, and he's having sex with both.
He's a total weirdo.
Is one of them saying though, like, I'm not a part of this?
They don't.
You kind of are part of this.
They haven't. They won't say.
They don't talk about it. I don't believe.
Everybody wants to know. They could sell their story for $10 million. I'm telling you.
I think they're teasing it, man. They know how to work this. They know how to work it. They're never gonna spill the beans because then people wouldn't pay attention anymore. The beans are keeping it together.
Yeah, but they're not. But they're not really in it for the publicity. They're school teachers. She's a school teacher.
Yeah, but they're on TV. I think they are a little bit in
it. Yeah, I don't think they're on anymore. They did have a TV show.
Yeah, I think they've they're not they're not going to sell their story.
Now, did they get paid double? What is the deal there?
She even said, I say, we take the taxpayer dollars and pay them double.
Yeah.
But they don't. But they should.
Get paid for one? I mean, come on.
Because they're like,
we should live in a fucking country where if you're born with two fucking heads, you get two salaries.
That's exactly what I said.
Can't somebody subsidize that?
Right. No, they're too busy paying lobbyists.
I mean, we're going to finish Matt the Welder here. And if you could take away all this Matt the Welder shit, can you see how much money they're stealing from us? Yeah. We could live in a utopian society where some things are free, not because of socialism, because we got plenty of fucking money.
Yeah.
God. See, that's why they demonize socialism, so they can steal all your money.
Mm-hmm. And brainwash most
you.
of the public.
It's like you can have capitalism and still get free shit from the government because the government's got all your money instead of stealing it.
And like you said, they actually could do two different, they could be doing double the work in the classroom. Because if the one teacher is sitting at the table at her desk teaching, the other girl could be grading papers.
She's making the lesson plan.
Oh yeah.
You get out early. Most teachers got to work half hour after school for the lesson plan.
Right.
Your twin did it right there.
Yeah.
She's earning her keep. You could pay. Nobody would even bat an eye. It would be a 100% vote with the general public. Oh, yes, we have plenty of money to give to the two-headed girl.
Yeah. Because...
What?
Because...
She's got two heads.
I guess you could say, well, if the one can't get her work done because she only controls one arm, then we have to fire her. When you should say, the other girl could be like... I ain't doing nothing today. Who's getting paid today?
Yeah, exactly.
We'll give her 3 salaries because she has 2 heads.
Right.
And she's trying to work.
Good for They're going to applaud her and give her 3 times the.
Because the other girl could be like, I'm not lifting my arm today. I'm not going to help you.
These kids. I hate these kids. F these kids.
I'm not walking today. You have to drag your other leg.
Oh my God.
I'm not using my leg to walk.
Now it's turned into the coolest thing ever. Like, I'm taking every other day off.
Yeah.
We're only getting paid for one. Today is my day.
Just sleep. You just sleep.
What if you're
I'm wearing a bag over my head.
You're teaching a class and your fucking partner's fucking passed out.
Yeah.
I think you have to put a bag over their head.
Because they can't walk without each other if that other girl doesn't use her leg.
I'm taking naps all the time.
wonder
Can
how.
like, you got this
being
today.
Trace's conjoined twin? Oh,
my God.
My other half sleeping again. You won't wake up. God damn it.
Yep.
Trace such a he was trying to bite you all the time. Fuck you.
Oh my God.
Can you do you think when they were kids, like all kids that age, fight a little bit? You know, you have a little brother or sister and sister fight. Like, do you think there's ever the case? She's like, "Well, I ain't going," and she just goes limp.
Limp,
and the
bro.
other, well,
They're going limp all the
bet that,
time.
yeah, I bet that.
That's how an argument ends every time. With somebody just going limp.
Yep.
Fine, I'm limping. I'm going limp.
but then you got you, so you could just beat them up. Oh yeah, how you like them apples? How you like them apples?
And then you call 911, and what do they do on this domestic dispute?
Oh, somebody's going to jail.
Somebody's got
which
to go
one
to
of us?
jail.
Which one of us?
Oh,
Have to make a
man.
special jail for their head.
Such-
They just put their head in.
Yeah, head jail, just like a cage, like a dog, like a dog cat, like the thing's dog cone, like a cone a dog wears.
it's such a conundrum. It's the ultimate
But
conundrum.
it points up so you can't see anything. Like a dog can at least see.
It's a box. It's a box. It's a closed-in box. And they feed you. They open up the door.
Yeah, you just get shittier food. That's the only difference. You get jail food.
Let's see. What do you do?
Man.
What do you? Boy, I'm pretty pissed off if I'm the innocent part of that duo, and I'm
But,
in jail.
yeah.
What the fuck? I'm
Like,
getting,
I
I'm
get
getting
it.
raped in jail, and I didn't do anything, and they know I didn't do anything.
I get,
You could
know,
never
like if
put
they
'em in
committed
jail.
a different crime, like you said, vehicular manslaughter, and they both have to go to jail. But what if one did a crime on the other one,
Oh my God! That's
and
another
you gotta
wrinkle.
go to jail too because you were for being a victim? Now you have to go to jail. Or do you just get to fucking beat the shit out of your conjoined twin all you want forever, and there's nothing they can fucking do about
Oh
it?
my God! What if you're conjoined with a big bully, a violent bully?
Right? And you're just always there, just
Oh my
fucking
God.
with beating black and blue because your conjoined twin's just beating the shit out of you every
You
day.
can't even go to sleep because as soon as you go to sleep, you're gonna beat the shit out of you.
And, they're right here. So their faces are right here. Can you imagine could you just brush your teeth, please?
Oh man!
That's what grosses me out. Thinking of them having to brush their teeth. And then, okay, I'm done brushing my teeth. Now you brush yours. You're splattering your toothbrush all paste all over me. It's like, oh.
You get a loud talker. You hook to a loud talker, obnoxious like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Shut up! I don't give a shit about anything you're saying. Blah 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 blah. All right, let's learn. Learn more with Matt the welder. He is this guy, whatever he is and whatever his motives are. The news isn't doing none of this.
Right.
The news is doing none of this.
Never, ever. They never did, and they never will.
Average Joes are doing it.
I mean, this would get you fired on the news, right?
For sure. They take this story and they stomp it and they burn it. They burn it immediately.
Purchased many a lobbyist. And now they have purchased one of the biggest firms in the state of Florida. Big Sugar isn't the only corporate polluter that is employing Ballard Partners as a lobbyist. Mosaic gave them $270,000 last year. And as we know, Mosaic is allowed to operate landfills inside of their gyp stacks.
Okay, and Mosaic, you see Mosaic paying off the government. And it was just on the news last night. They're talking about Mosaic. They got like 200 wells, deep wells, where they're putting all
Florida,
their shit, putting all their
Polluted shit.
And so the EPA is going, it's fine. It's
Because they're giving them money.
Because they're giving them money. And I told John last night before he heard this shit, I said, you know what's going to happen in 20 years? They're going to say all the water in Florida is bad because Mosaic fucking polluted it.
Yeah,
and people
all
go,
the people are poisoned.
oh, well,
Yeah.
nothing's going to happen.
I mean, the one thing that I'm like, that's crazy is I was listening to this thing about the lead in Ohio or whatever, where they had smelting plants and stuff like that. And back then, it happened a long time ago, but these companies knew it was all bad, you know, for years before they ever shut down and did the same thing. And I'm like, this stuff, you hear this in history and you're like, this is the, I can't believe we didn't know lead wasn't poison. Like the Egyptians knew lead was poison, and they were poisoning it with us. And it's like this stuff is still going on. We just don't know it till fucking 20 years later when they finally come out.
everything is a lie. What a bunch of bullshit.
And they're allowed to have zones of discharge for contaminants like lead, fluoride, cadmium. The best example of how hard Ballard Partners works for the private sector has got to be flock safety. Their cameras are popping up all over.
Can I
Florida.
tell you, this is what someone said.
Oh, here we go.
They're like up by the shop, there's a development, and they said, what is this camera in here? And someone said it was a flock camera. I don't know if it is. I haven't even seen the camera.
What is flock safety?
Well, they're saying they're putting these flock cameras all over.
He's going to tell us.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
Yeah, let's listen.
But so here's how it works. You're a company. You don't want to give money to politicians. That's corruption, right? You hire a lobbying firm and give them money. Then they give money to the politician, and you get whatever the fuck you want. It's the exact same thing, except it's fucking legal.
Yeah,
Which
they
is-
made
even though
everything
it's-
to where it could be legal for them. And these camera companies, it's one of their wives' companies or something bullshit
It
like
always
that.
is, the wives.
This guy, he must one of the biggest crooks going, right?
Flock, what is it?
No,
Flock safety?
Flock.
Of how hard Ballard Partners works for the private sector has got to be flock safety. Their cameras are popping up all over Florida. Local sheriffs are spending millions of dollars for cameras. The sheriffs don't want to tell residents what the cameras are for. They're even telling county commissioners in some instances not to answer questions over these flock safety cameras.
That's
flock
not
safety-
good. It's common.
Why does the world continually get run by a-holes?
Yep. And then you got the stupid people that are older usually and are like, well, if you're not doing anything wrong, then you shouldn't worry about
that's
it.
right.
And that's great in theory. You know what I mean?
I do a lot of wrong
But
stuff, bro.
it's
Get
not
off my
great
back.
in taking away the rights of the American people. And they don't understand that.
It's too late.
Majority owner of the company is a Chinese data mining company. Nobody knows what these cameras are collecting, but we do know they're using.
Our politicians will sell us out to a foreign government for money. And it's like, why wouldn't, if you're a crook and a Chinese government official offers you money, you're taking it because you're a fucking
You're
crook. You don't
already
give
a
a shit
crook.
about America. You want that money.
That's why I didn't understand the whole TikTok thing. I was like, something's going on there. That's a bunch of bullshit. And it ended up being a bunch of bullshit, right? I said they're never going to ban TikTok and do all that shit. That's a bunch of bullshit. There's just some play thing going on there because they don't care if your phones are all collecting data on you anyway. And that was the whole thing with TikTok. Oh, they're collecting too much data, all personal information about you. Everything you use is collecting that. What are you talking about?
They don't like it because people get on TikTok and express their opinions against the government. That's why they don't like it.
Yeah.
AI, they're monitoring sound. They're taking videos
I was just going to say, it's
every
hard to
single
follow him when we pause it so much. You can't. Oh, you done?
Who's done? Oh, he's got to
take that.
That's fine. We'll finish this without him.
Yeah.
Okay, he's talking
I
about,
wanted him to see the flock camera things, but I think he got the gist of it.
I mean, the Chinese has a stock in this this what is it? Info gathering company.
They're even telling county commissioners in some instances not to answer questions over these flock safety cameras. Well, flock safety, the minority owner of the company, is a Chinese data mining company. Nobody knows what these cameras are collecting, but we do know they're using AI. They're monitoring sound. They're taking videos of every single car that passes them by. And say you think it's just a regular old license plate reader, well, flock safety uses AI. So if you have bumper damage on the back of your pickup truck, flock safety is using that bumper damage to track your vehicle. Even if you haven't committed a crime, flock safety tracks every vehicle that passes by its cameras. There's one last example of the power that Ballard Partners has when it comes.
So about these cameras. So you have a foreign government, possibly with access to this. And right now we're not at war with China, but that shit happens. And they've got a window into America, and they've had a window in America, say 5 years from now.
And
For
our
5 years, they know
giving them.
It's giving them access to everything. Buying our land, being able to see every inch of this, with cameras and everything. Mining all of our data, probably not a good idea, but it's happening.
And, our government, maybe they're in debt to China from all the bundle mortgages and everything else that they've sold them back in the 2008.
They own all our debt.
Yeah. So they're like, you got to give us something. And they're like, all right, here's what we'll give you.
Yeah. Matt the Welder bringing me down today with all this info. It's good info. He does a really good job. I mean, and hey,
that's a lot of work.
And maybe maybe he's faking all this stuff. I don't know.
I don't feel like he is.
I trust the guy on the street and the comedians I see more than anybody else.
Yeah.
I think those are the truth tellers. Comedians and people on the street doing their own research.
Lobbying D.C. on behalf of the private sector. Susie Wiles, she is Trump's chief of staff. She worked for Ballard Partners too, and she lobbied on behalf of a waste management company to keep radioactive waste inside of a landfill. Regulators wanted them to have to remove that radioactive waste and dispose of it properly. Susie stepped in and made sure that didn't happen. She also lobbied D.C. on behalf of the People's Democratic Party of Nicaragua.
Okay, so that's once again when I'm talking about Trump. It's like you're a big Trumper. Well, don't you think you got to look at the people that he hires? So this lady, she's a piece of shit. She's a lobbyist. I've heard nothing but bad things about this lady, and he surrounds himself with these kind of people. It doesn't even give you pause? Maybe it's all going to work out with Trump, or maybe not. Maybe he's just like all the rest.
As long as the check clears, Ballard Partners has no problems lobbying your government on behalf of foreign governments. What the hell? Every page in this binder is blank. I guess we're never going to see that list. It would take a pretty wealthy and well-connected individual to make that list disappear. And I'm not saying Ballard Partner is that guy, but he could be that guy. Hey, by the way, where'd that list go? I'm Matt the Welder, God bless America, and I really miss Johnny Cash.
All right. That's pretty good stuff. I like even... Whatever, if you disagree with whatever you're saying, the proof is there. These companies, these lobbyists, they own us. We're controlled by China. We're controlled by Israel. We're controlled by every single giant company, and it really blows. So life's still pretty good right now. Enjoy the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how long they can keep this shell game up. Bunch of mother effers. Bunch of mother effers.
He had another one talking about how... he's like, you ever think about them, like what we say about them trying to mold you into doing bad things?
Yeah.
He said, I got an email from a guy saying, something about, hey, you want to help me do this? He's like, and of course he's going to ignore it. He's like, this is them trying to trying to bait me into doing something bad so they can get me. He said they're trying to get me already.
That's how you know you're making waves.
Yeah.
When they start
trying to bait you.
They start trying to bait you into shit.
Yeah, and he just showed the guy that it was probably an AI guy. A picture of an AI guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not a real person, and the government trying to bait him into something. Because if he's on their radar, they don't think, we are doing bad things. They don't think that.
They
stop.
Think, the jig is up. Stop. No.
They don't think
that.
They
found out.
They think, how can we eliminate this guy?
The problem.
Or
buy him off. Either one. On a lighter note, let's just enjoy the classic vocal stylings of 98-year-old. I don't know. He's old as dirt. Frankie Valli.
Wow.
Check it out, babe. Check it out. He's still sounding
Did
good.
he sing Cherry, Baby?
Cherry. He sang all that stuff. Oh, what a night. No, that's not. That's the drummer.
The drummer.
That's Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons,
Yeah.
and their biggest hit was the one, oh, what a night, lady. That's the drummer singing that.
Oh, really?
And Frankie comes in with, but the drummer sings most of it, and he's got a really good high Frankie Valli voice too. I always thought it was Frankie Valli till I heard Casey Kasem tell me it was the drummer.
Okay.
Here's Frankie Valli. Shh, here we go.
I've got sunshine on a cloud.
They just play the voice.
He's lip syncing.
He's lip syncing, and he can't even say the words.
He doesn't even look alive.
He doesn't look alive. He looks terrible, and he's not even moving his mouth hardly. Oh my God, he is. Look, he's got the death stare.
Yeah.
Oh my
When
God.
it's cold outside, I've got
He doesn't blink. He hasn't blinked yet.
mother's land.
Wow.
What is up with that?
Who would? Everybody
that-
in the audience would be just like, I would be like, okay.
And look at all he's got a big ass band behind him. So are they charging a lot of money to see Frankie Valli?
I guess so.
I'm gonna look to see if he's on tour. Frankie Valli tour. Frankie Valli Dallas dates. No, Frankie Valli dates. Let's see. Lots of dates. Oh, look at the picture, babe. Look at the picture. Hang on, let me get rid of that. Look at the picture they got on the website. You're like, yeah, Frankie looks like he's still got it. That's 10 to 15 years old, and look at all these dates. What is going on?
He's 91, honey. He's 91.
Oh my God, look at the dates. He's everywhere.
Where?
They're running him ragged. Look, August 21st, 22nd, 23rd, September 26th, 27th, 28th.
Maybe even that is a hologram.
Why wouldn't they put it better? They could put this hologram up.
There's what 91-year-old would be able to do that?
Is he getting?
I mean, even just traveling on a plane, getting to and from, is a lot of work for a 91-year-old.
And he was gone. I'm surprised he could do what he was doing. So is that the family propping him up? Do you think? Is it the fourth season's propping him up to make money, or is that it can't be him? I wanna go sing
right
3 nights a week.
And he's married.
Flight to El Paso, Texas. I don't think so. He's married.
He's been married 4 times.
Is he married now? Maybe it's his wife propping him
He
up.
was married in 2023, so somebody married him to get the last of his money.
And he didn't have that much, but now he does because she put him back on the road. She said, you want this booty, Frankie?
His last divorce was in 2004. He was divorced, and then so he's gone almost 20 years, and all of a sudden he's married again.
I mean, that's an Anna Nicole Smith deal.
Yeah.
Because that guy that Anna Nicole Smith went with was in a wheelchair, and he had the vacant Frankie Valli stare as well.
Yeah.
So when this girl met Frankie, she's like, "Oh, cha-ching." I'm seeing so many more old people. People used to, I think, have more shame, and they're like, "Well, I used to be able to perform good, but now I can't, so I'm not going to do it anymore." And people can remember me, how I was. They just go out there and sing till they're dead. The Heart, Guns N' Roses, AC/DC. The list goes on and on about people who are way past their prime and not putting out good shows. And I don't really understand the mentality unless you blew all your money and you need it. I ain't doing that.
She's like, you got to make some more money for me, buddy.
That's what it was.
You're gonna die soon. I need some money to live the rest of my life,
And the 4 seasons are like, yeah, we'll take some money. Nobody's going to see just the 4 seasons. They're going to see Frank. They're going to see the guy on that picture who looks a lot younger. Let me see.
Trying to see how old.
I got these things. These things were everything I want to do. I got to wait for Trace.
Well,
we got a Sean Raz Karen coming up as well. We are jam packed. The show's over. We might as well stop right now. It's too packed.
She is 60.
She is, well, when you're 90, the 60-year-old is a va-va-voom.
She's like, I need support. We could always play you could always play the rest of the twin thing. Did you finish that?
No, I was going to play that for the break.
Oh,
no, we played 10 minutes of it.
I was going to say you could finish playing that till Trace gets back if you said.
No, we can,
Because I forgot to get water.
Oh, you need some? Go get some water, babe. I'll just do some promo stuff.
Okay.
Go get some water. You going to get some water now?
Yes.
That's fine. Don't forget The Hang, Wednesday night, 6 o'clock, and that in your head every week, 7:45, and the ClusterFshow.com, the only place you can get The Hang overtime. The coveted extra hour of The Hang every Wednesday night. 6 o'clock, and then the OT available on ClusterFshow.com. Up now, right now on the website, on Twitch is the Chat Fluff from this weekend, the Ned Show from a week ago, and it'll either be today or tomorrow. Last week was kind of hectic, so we will absolutely get a Mike and Trace VIP segment up there. I think it might be looking like tomorrow. Tomorrow we might be able to do that after the show. It's kind of busy around here. It's a lot going on. You got the deer, you got the grandkids, you got a show, you got a business, you got land to mow, you got horses. Horses are good. Horses are doing good. Got a couple ducks living in the pools made by all the rain in the pasture. It's like a wildlife preserve out here, and you go outside at night and you hear the owls. In the daytime you hear the hawks. I like living out here. They're encroaching though. It won't be long before there's a development right behind us somewhere, babe. A big development.
Huh?
Somebody's gonna buy some property and put 1,000 houses somewhere like that way, or somewhere where we're right next to a development. There's nothing you can do about it. This is a pretty bad abuse. It says daycare worker arrested for child abuse. His toddler left with black eye and swollen face on first day at church-run daycare.
What?
Here's a picture of the kid. Man, can you imagine if your kid came home looking like this? Can you even imagine? It's like, that's why, I mean, what a tragedy that they got rid of the you can make it on one income the way it used to be. And now they put the women in the workforce, and the kids are raised by strangers. And
my daycare workers love my kid.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, you never know when
you might get that one teacher that loves the kids.
You might get some people who don't care, and you might get some people who are violent. Don and I were poor. We were a $15,000 to $20,000 a year combined income family for several years. And when we had kids, we were making probably a little more, but not much more. And we just worked out our schedules so that we didn't have to put the kids in daycare, because it's best not to put your kids in. That's our personal opinion. And if we're not going to.
I mean, I guess a lot of people did, and their kids are okay.
Yeah, but I think it's best to raise your kids yourself. I think the later you give them up to somebody else, the better.
Yeah.
I was happy to wait till kindergarten. Then I was sad. They finally had to go to school.
All these kids go to, I always think of it as little kids going to daycare, but do kids like in elementary and middle school kids go to daycare? Or do they just send them home now? Or I know they used to be the latchkey kids. Then they, I thought, got away from that for a while, sending middle school kids to daycare.
What age does daycare stop? Like 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old? You got 12-year-olds, and you don't want 12-year-olds in there with the 6-year-olds, right?
Right.
So I don't know. When does daycare stop? Rec center, says BBZB.
Yeah, I know they have that.
Could be, but most people don't put their kids in a rec center. Is it just latchkey once you get to what, 12? I don't know. Or is it younger? When do they stop? Dog log. Oh, that's a watch streak, 7th streak. Thank you very much. When do they stop?
Killer JP says they have before,
that's
after
true.
school.
I think don't they have that?
School.
Don't they have that at the elementary school?
I don't know. They used to. It was called Place, and they had that, but I don't know if they have that anymore.
I almost think they have to.
Because I don't see many cars there after school's out.
Killer JP says the same thing. They used to have it. I don't know if they have it.
Maybe they have it in some places. The Y has after school. But do they go to them?
But do you have to pay for the Y? They don't just take your kids for free and go on a bus and take your kids for free.
Yeah, Big Kahuna says middle school you would go to sports practice after class, but not everybody.
Not everybody, though. Not everybody's a cheerleader or a sports or a band guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, obviously, we don't know nothing about nothing. Yeah, I guess you got to find some. You can find. There are places you can find if you want your 12-year-old not to go home alone.
Crystal Gale says, no credit for my resubscribe, no love.
I didn't see it.
I don't see it on there at all. It's not even on there.
Yeah, Crystal Gale.
I'm trying to.
I'm not seeing it.
Like, it didn't come up on that little.
Gollum69 gifted a sub. Gollum69, I didn't see that. Marissa 458. How many months is that? I can't see it, babe. Can you see that?
48 months.
48. Thank you very much, Marissa 458.
Maybe
Manson
they're
is
just now coming up.
Manson's Best gifted a sub. Thank you very much. How many is that? I can't figure it out. Where is it? Where's Manson? Okay, there you go. 5 tier 1s. 5 tier 1 subs, and that 133. Thank you very much, Manson is Best. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And thanks to the ladies who subscribe to ClusterF. You're really a classy lady.
Yeah.
You really get it. And I'm not, don't like to disparage the women, but, sometimes the women don't get it. Donna gets it. And obviously you ladies get it. So thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you, Crystal Gale. I don't know how many months.
How many months is it? Yeah, it was a mystery resub, Crystal Gale. They got you blocked on the prompts.
Also, NHRA said we skipped over his about 8:15. It said 62 months.
NHRA 62 months. Much props. I mean, we've got so many people that have subscribed to us in the 60+ month range, which is so impressive. And I'm honored that people have listened to us for years and faithfully resubscribe and listen. And I'm very proud and I'm very honored that you guys still do that. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Tampa Girl resubscribed. I think that's 63 months. See, there's another one, 63 months.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Hype train incoming. Oh, I don't know. How Hizard would Trace be walking in? He's going to stumble into a hype train if we happen to get one on a Monday morning. It's almost too good to be true.
Yeah. Crystal Gale says 64 months.
64 months, Crystal Gale. Thank you so much. Another lady who gets it. Tucson chick, Marissa, Tampa Girl, Crystal Gale, Travel Bug. I'm sure I'm Amy Lynn, Lady Stephosaurus.
Yeah.
I know there's more. Tampa Girl 500 bits. Thank you very much, Tampa Girl.
Also on PayPal, the Vampire Jeremy gave us $6. He says $1 a day. It's $1 a day.
$1 a day. Hype train incoming. Sean Raz.
If everybody just gave us $1 a day.
Sean Raz gifted $1 a day.
Awesome.
That's all we need. That's all we need.
We need to pay the bills.
Sunday dog up. A total of 181, Sean Raz.
Level 3 hype train. Level 3.
We're on a level 3 hype train. Trace is
Yes,
going to be
we are.
so excited when he walks in. We can't wait to tell him. He'd probably wander around the house for like 10 minutes. This
Yeah.
fucking asshole. Got a Monday morning hype train, you son of a bitch. Let me play this one. This one. Hype train. Come on, motherfucker.
He needs to keep going back. I got you, NHRA. Didn't I get you?
Damn it, where's...
I think I did. I can only go back so far. It doesn't take me back back a couple hours.
You
so
can
I
only
can
go
back
so far. Who'd we miss? Who'd we miss?
NHRA.
Oh, we
but I
got him. We
him.
got him.
I'm curious like a cat.
Curious like a cat. It's a... Trace needs to get his ass in here. Level 3 hype train.
Crystal Gale gave us $5 on Venmo.
Thank you, Crystal Gale.
For the growing kittens. She always gives us money for the kitties and the doggies.
Those kittens are so cute. They're so awesome.
You,
Like pancakes, maybe even better.
Those kitties are awesome. What level are we on? Level 3, 25%. Tampa Girl, 300 bits. Trace, get your ass in here, you son of a bitch. We got a hype train.
I think I've ever heard in radio.
Big Kahuna, 150 bits. Thank you, Big Kahuna.
Squanch!
God damn it, get in here, Trace. Level 3 hype train, 30%.
We love you long time.
Trace is going to miss it. Serves him right. Serves him right. I hope he does miss it. Always begging for a Monday morning. God, look at my gray beard. Jesus Christ. I never grow it out. I'm shaving. I'm shaving today. Shaving today. Kevin JK. 1,000 bits, Kevin JK. Thank you very much. Trey's taking his dear sweet time getting in after taking the kids. Greatest movies of all time, The Warriors. All right, Trace. Got a Monday morning hype train. I'm gonna shut the hype train down if he's not here in 20 seconds. Kevin JK kicking us to the precipice of level 4 with another 1,000 bits. God damn it, Trace! Get your fucking act together. We got a Monday morning hype train, you son of a bitch.
Hype train?
Fucking out on the porch, smoking flocka. Fucking taking some 708 and flocka. What up? Dion's bathtub. Gifted a tier 1 sub. He's gifted 251. Thank you, Dion's bathtub.
Take it to the lead! Please!
Too much 708.
You bitch!
Fuck my sister.
Okay.
Level 4, 8% on a Monday morning. Getting Trace full his. Sean Raz Karen coming up. Very tight butthole Monday.
My sister.
Been in quarantine and like I need to get out.
Golm 69 has gifted 5 subs. That's 288 subs he's gifted. That's a shit ton, Golm. Tucson Chick with her $1 a day. Thank you, Tucson Chick. She just bought a third of a bag of carrots for the horses.
Woo, bag of carrots.
I'm curious like a cat.
Somebody just put us over the edge. Tucson Chick. Kevin JK, 1,000 bits, taking us to level 5, I think. Level 5. That's right, on a Monday morning hype train.
Monday.
Trace full his.
Full his. Monday hype trains, give me full his.
It's a level 5, 0%. I don't like seeing 0% though. At least get one. At least throw us a nickel. Throw us a nickel. Sean Raz Karen coming up. Plus the exciting people actually tune into us for sports, Trace. They love my sports reporting. This week I got an exciting review of the cart return championships.
The punt return champion.
Cart return.
The cart return.
What
are you talking about?
Grocery cart return championships, buddy.
Oh my God. Anything's a sport.
Tampa girl.
1%.
Tampa girl gave us the dime for 1%. Thank you very much. See, we appreciate
it. She didn't like that 0% either.
That's the best. That's the best.
He is the funniest guy.
That's the best 1%. The best 1% we ever got. Thank you very much. Level 5, 1%. 4 minutes left still on the hype train.
4 minutes.
Feel free to participate. That's how we make our living. I don't know. See, I don't know if we even told people. This is a family business. We have 2 family businesses. My wife has a flower shop, and then we run this little stream, and we depend on people giving us bits and subscribing and going to the website and donating $1 a day or whatever to keep the train going on the ClusterF show, which has been going for almost 7 years, buddy. Almost 7 years.
Got my cowbell shirt on.
More cowbell.
More cowbell.
One of the greatest sketches of all time. Oh, Dion's bathtub. Yeah, I think I saw that. I'll do a double review. We also have the football roof the roof football toss. You ever seen that stupid one?
Yeah, I've seen that. It seems like a game I'd play.
I mean, I'd play that too. I think every kid has thrown the football on the roof and tried to catch it, even with his friends. And so I don't want to watch it.
No,
it's terrible. Tampa Girl 300 bits.
Yeah.
Tampa Girl
9%.
Tampa Girl doing her. The lone Tampa Girl, the lone cheer. She's doing her Kevin J.K. imitation. Taking us to what?
9%.
9%.
2 minutes left. Minute 30. Minute 58.
That was 400. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, talking over the bad falsetto, please. Keep talking.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about what I was listening to on the way here this morning.
I bet it was really good. Travel Bug 500. The ladies carrying us today. Other than Kevin J.K., you don't have to give props to Kevin J.K.
Yeah,
the props are already there, cemented in. The Kevin J.K.'s, the Lynn Carrs, the Mac Daddies. But then again, it's everybody that keeps us in business with the subscriptions, with all the shit that you guys do. We appreciate it. Freak Show says Tubby is now saying Hogan was murdered. Anything to get in the press.
I mean, can you make those allegations?
He was murdered. Who murdered him? His wife? 17%. 17% on
People
the level.
always say that
5.
when people die
Murder.
in the hospital that somebody killed them. It's like maybe he just had too many surgeries. Maybe if you are rolling the dice on getting put under with. I can't think of what it's called.
Anesthesia.
You're rolling the anesthesia dice.
Yeah, you don't want to roll those dice too many times.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the oldest wrestler I know.
Mm-hmm.
They don't live to be past 70. He was 71 with all kind of complications. And hey, if Hogan was taking pain pills, I don't blame him. He probably hurts like F.
Fuck, bro.
I mean,
But you can obviously see he was on some kind of steroids too. Probably a lot of them. So, but I would think the doctors would say you have to be off those steroids before we do surgery. They won't even let you come in on BC powder.
No, maybe if you're Hogan.
If you're Hogan, they don't even ask
BC
you.
powder really thins your blood, so it makes sense.
Steroids are good for you.
But steroids, being on steroids and
Should I open my hype chest here? It says open.
Open the hype chest.
I'm gonna hit all the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Are we rich now?
Oh, it's a little trickster emote. That's what you get. Little trickster. I don't know
Shifty.
Shifty and shady.
Share.
Little trickster. That's what we call Donna.
Trickster.
Thank you very much for the hype
you,
train.
guys.
Appreciate Trace. It's full his. It's very embarrassing to have to talk about this as a parent.
It is.
But you gotta
happens.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Ric Flair is on deck. He is. Ned's Navy. He's on deck. I don't give him another 2 years. I don't.
But I was just, I was thinking that, a couple days ago, I was like, that whole Hogan man, he was like, oh, I've always been okay having surgeries. It's like, well, that's why
it's a lot more dangerous than you think.
You sign those
I'm telling
papers, saying that you could die from the anesthesia. And, sometimes people have heart attacks when they're under. I mean, he didn't have a heart attack while he was under, but it could have, contributed to him having a heart
was
attack.
Was it murder?
Mm.
Oh, and
There's
not going to be an autopsy. It's going to go on for years.
I mean, even if they do, I don't know if they can prove murder.
I think that's
by someone not taking care of you or something like that. It's hard to, they're going to factor in his age. They're going to factor in what he was on. They're going to factor in everything.
And there's a lot of controlling gold diggers with old men who want their money who don't murder them.
Yeah.
You can be a bad person and not kill somebody. Yeah. So I don't know how,
Yeah.
That's probably the family. The family's probably, they fell out with their dad a little, and then he got a new gold digger, so they're
Yeah,
And they're like, she killed him because they want
pissed
some
off.
money. They want some money.
Yeah. Even though Brooke says she took herself out of the will, which is a stupid move. You can't take yourself out, you know.
I don't think you
only
can.
Hogan can
Only
change
Hogan
that
can
will.
change the will.
So he he either went in and said, fuck
Yeah.
her, man. Fuck that bitch. She wants to be out of the will. You're out of the will.
Yeah.
Or maybe he didn't take her out, you know, and she ain't going to tell anybody that he didn't take her. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? That's a trailer trash family right there.
But that was a bad move on her part. And now she's wanting the money. It's like, well, you know.
Oh, yeah, you don't take yourself out and then want the money.
Yeah.
Kevin JK says, I'm sure there was a prenup and Hogan left his kids the money. You know, yeah, but sometimes
You never
people
know.
are suckers.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like third or fourth blonde gold digger. He's a sucker for him. I don't know. I don't know. How? Because she sure seems to be trying to control stuff, or maybe that's why she's trying to control stuff, because there is no prenup. And she's like, well, I got to figure out a way how to get this money.
Yeah.
I wasn't screwing this old guy for nothing. I don't know. Ink Spice, did he leave his godson or anything? Isn't that the
knows?
guy?
No, his godson is Tyler.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was Grzaffi. Not that. No, the guy who got
his son.
Nick effed up. But
Yeah.
that wasn't okay. So it was. I doubt it. I'd be very curious to see what he left. And how
Yep.
much he was worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much was he
Because
worth?
he was working like a dog with his beer and traveling the country and going to the Republican convention.
He said he was
working
doing
hard.
too much.
He
You
worked
know,
himself to death.
Yeah,
himself
the
to
doctors,
death.
I think, had told him not to do so much, and he couldn't slow him down.
Is that like you're about to be broke, so you got to do all that? Why would you choose to do all that at 71
He
years
was
old?
attention
Oh,
seeker.
is that yeah?
What? No,
He
yeah.
loved being in the
Yeah.
eye, you know.
That could be it. I mean, maybe that's I think it's the hardest drug to quit. These people who get famous, and these politicians, they never quit. Look at Frankie Valli. He's like, he's 90 and he can still have 1,000 people, cheering at him, lip syncing his old songs, and that feels better than sitting home eating oatmeal.
You might be right
I
there.
think that's part of it.
It does sound better than sitting home eating oatmeal now that you mentioned it.
Maybe they're on to fame is a drug, and being adored by crowds is pretty freaking powerful.
All these people that have money that are in Hollywood that aren't, they're not really making many movies anymore, and they're all on TikTok.
Yeah,
every one of them.
Oh, and podcasting. Every celebrity. The world's just full of crappy celebrities and their podcasts.
Yeah, it's like just because they were an actor doesn't mean they're interesting.
They might be interesting for an interview.
No,
they're only interesting when someone gives them a script to read.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, supposedly actors are like the lowest on the totem pole when it comes to like being interesting or entertaining at all.
Yeah.
That's like, every once in a while when we used to watch late night talk, which was few and far between. But no, normally you don't care, but occasionally you hear somebody was going to be a guest on David Letterman, and you're like, oh, that's going to be good, because that star actually had personality.
Yeah.
It's a rare thing.
I listened to some radio this morning. I usually the kids are sleeping and it's too early to, try to listen to like fucking Joe Rogan or something and have some deep thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm not quite ready for that type of thinking yet in the morning on my way here. But today I just flipped it on to 93.3 on the way in. And man, they're doing this thing called the secret sound.
Yeah,
and it has to be the dumbest thing I've ever. The sound they play, it sounds like this.
Yeah.
That's the secret sound, and they've been doing it for all weekend long. They've had the secret sound. They've had 16 people call in and guess if it's a phone dropping, somebody bumping the mic, did somebody drop something, did somebody's shoe fall off? Like, these are the guesses, and nobody's even close because it's just like it could be fucking anything.
Yeah.
And tomorrow they're giving away the first hint to what the secret sound might be. It's like after 16 guesses, like, don't you think this is a terrible, terrible bit we're doing right now.
Or maybe the general public is riveted on what this sound is, and they're going to tune in bright and early because they don't want to miss.
And
what
why
the
would you
sound
be riveted?
was.
Because that could be anything. Anything.
Because people aren't.
A hammer on the door of an airplane, you know?
It could be it, you know? She got it.
I'm going to do a secret sound tomorrow, Trace. I'm going
All
to
right,
join the crowd. I'm going to see if Trace.
Let's do a secret
Donna,
sound.
you remember what the secret sound I'm talking about?
I do.
I think it'd be. See, we'll do it one time and see if Trace. But I'll never do it again. I don't think we want. That's the oldest gag in the book. They've been doing secret sounds for since the '60s.
Is that why you said that the other day?
What?
Because that's what 93.3 was doing?
No,
because I didn't know what you said. The secret sound.
No, I said it before that because it's a thing.
Oh,
and I know, and that sound that I'm going to record is an interesting sound.
I mean, it was pretty bad. And then they had one of those groups of people call in where they're in an argument. It's like, what is it? You pay those people?
Yes.
Like two people to come in and have some argument about their date and how everything was going.
Do they come in, or is it just on the phone?
On the phone, and they have a third party call in. And what do you think about their problems? And you call in and try and help them with it. It was whether this girl thought this guy was gay on their first date, and they got them both on the phone. And
boy, how once a week at least they do this. They do the War of the Roses. They do the bad date thing. And so there's companies that provide people on the phone.
Yeah.
Low-paid telephone actors to do your fake thing. And so I don't really have a problem with fake stuff. It's entertainment, television. And we used to fake stuff on the Bubba Lussman show. But you know what? We faked it really good.
That's what
we faked it good, and it was funny. It doesn't matter if it was funny and well pulled off. This stuff with these telephone actors arguing about their fake marriage is just dog shit.
I think we did one of those one time, on the Bubba show where we had one of the, and everybody was just kind of looking at each other like, why? He handled the whole thing. Yeah. Nobody else was really involved or barely spoke the whole time, and we were just kind of all looking at each other like, why are we doing this terrible phone call deal?
It's bad, but it's not like the kart return championships.
Oh my God! What? Now I see these types of sports, like they got like firefighter ones and stuff like that, where they try and hook up hoses the fastest, like. Is anybody getting paid for this stuff? What is the point? Where is this set up at?
I don't understand.
Play this. Let's see.
I don't understand. And I think it's everything in the news, is kind of bad, and it seems like, wow, this feels like a bad time. This is the biggest indicator that the world is coming to an end. This kind of bullshit.
Claudia muss jetzt also einen aufholen. Ja. Und der sieht auch nicht schlecht aus. Der war richtig gut sogar.
Nice. Yeah, I love it.
So the Germans are just as dumb as we are.
Figure.
Oder? Ja, super.
Trash talk.
Ich weiß nicht, ob er das beim Aldi so macht. Entweder Ausgleich.
Man merkt, wir sind richtige Hausfrauen, ne?
Ja. Und wir sind ja.
Hätte jetzt von dir gar nicht so gedacht.
The best of seven. It's the best of seven.
Yep.
Right now it's 3-3. I'm very
3-3.
This is more exciting than a penalty shootout.
Dankeschön. Sehr nett von dir. Nein, nicht
a lot of trash talking.
Oh, come on.
Here we go. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. She got it.
Oh, clip the edge.
She got it.
It's in there, though.
She gets a green.
There's not a judge, is there? Is there a judge? What is he judging? It's a clean cut competition where the rules are you make the cart and the thing.
That's why he just sits there.
He doesn't have anything
He doesn't
to
have
do.
a job.
Noch 2 Versuche.
Oh, rein.
Richtig, also
He's no Jenny McCarthy.
Oh, no, nine.
Oh, no, it's not past the line.
So.
Oh, she blew it.
5, genau so ist es.
Na, schrecken Sie bitte langsam.
Hat sie 5, ist das Spiel vorbei. 5 kann Claudia nicht mehr schaffen.
Okidoki.
Okidoki. Oh, come on.
Also selbst
come
in der Hand
on.
jetzt hier.
You gotta get it right.
Gotta get it right.
Führung auch in der Show zu übernehmen.
Oh.
Yes, 100.000
Oh,
that was a clean
one.
one.
That was almost a swish.
Wichtig, denn wir kommen hier langsam
Is that how they say swish? Wichtig, wichtig.
Wichtig.
You know?
Wichtig.
You know, and even though they're probably doing it because, the women grocery shop more. They're having women do it. I bet men would dominate in this competition.
They seemed pretty good.
They were pretty good.
I think that might be a sport where you could compete as a woman. It might. If they're not, see, if they were doing it like for time,
yeah,
the guys would win because they push them harder.
It doesn't even seem though like cornhole, like being a man doesn't seem like it would have any advantages. But you don't really see many women in the cornhole tournaments.
I don't know. I don't know if they have divisions or not.
I don't either.
Might have divisions because
I'm sure they have some women cornhole.
Saw a couple of women playing cornhole the other day.
Did you?
I don't
watch enough of it. I saw like a 13-year-old playing. I was like, what's the deal with this?
I didn't watch. I just, it happens sometimes. It's on the TV and you look at it for about 15 seconds and go, yeah, cornhole on TV. Click, click. Oh, I want to play Dion's bathtubs. This is another sport. This is definitely a sign that the end of the world is near. The roof football deal. Oh, here we go. Roof football toss.
No. I mean, what is it? Is there a different roof than the last one I saw?
What do you mean? I mean, they probably have different locations.
Different
buddy.
locations.
Yeah. Here we go.
One work. Yep.
Oh, he's still.
That's
Shit!
not
Oh,
That's
Almost
not around
got
because
the
it hit the
multiplier.
top. I'm going no around because it hit the top.
Yeah, it hit the top.
Okay. Catches. We just got catches. He just needs one mark.
Yep. One mark
Oh
away.
my God. Oh, okay.
on
That's
top
not
of
an around. That's
Almost
not around
got
because
the
so that
it hit
was
the
a
top.
bad toss.
I'm
It
going
sounds
no
like it
around
was a
'cause
bad
hit the top.
toss.
Yeah, it hit the top.
So yeah.
Gosh, I mean that
You can't even toss it good.
that is not fun. I think they got to a couple of their neighbor friends. They're trying to make something out of nothing.
That's what it is. It's all something out of nothing. I used to do this as a kid. I think I did it twice in my entire childhood for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's about as exciting as it was.
Don't need it any more than that.
And I never thought about it again. And I would never want to watch anybody do it.
I mean, if you do it for an hour, you're going to get one time where it bounces crazy and somebody makes a great catch. And you're like, whoa, nice catch.
The end is near.
The end is near.
End is near with this stupid ass shit.
Trace, we talked about this show called Tacoma FD. Have you watched that?
Is that a firefighter deal with the super bad guys?
No, the Super Trooper guys.
Super Trooper, yeah. That's
Pretty
what I
good.
meant.
It was pretty good.
I've watched some of that.
It's pretty good.
It's one of those we watched it until we were bored of it, and then we kind of forgot about it. But I watched a good couple seasons of it.
Yeah,
Did you?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Made us laugh.
We've only taken one break, so we're running a little late. Let's finish. You're lucky though. We're going to finish up the chat fluff segment of the conjoined twins, which is priceless.
Yeah,
and we'll be right back with more ClusterF. I swear.
Say it. It's just too
They
much.
if these three people
.com.
right now, they could make several $1 million with a video.
Yeah.
Everybody
Think of the
even
OnlyFans.
people who are like, I've never watched pornography in my life, but I have to see how this goes down.
I'm not going to tell you. I might have to see that.
I mean,
I don't need to see it. I just have questions for them.
I just
They
need
can
to
just
know.
answer
I
the
need
questions.
to know. I need to know.
I need to meet these people at one of those conferences.
And what happens? Have they ever thought about what happens if when one of them dies before the other?
Oh man!
What do you do? Because you're gonna have to die, right? They can't.
Holy moly!
They can't separate them.
Oh man, I'm gonna. Oh.
They would
separate
I
them
mean,
now.
it's because if you got two hearts, you got a dead heart.
Yeah.
Or maybe
And the other arm. One of them controls the right side. They control a leg and an arm, and the other one controls a leg and an arm.
But
and they somehow, I mean, that seems like it'd be hard to walk, right? But they do
what
it
if-
all.
I bet you they could come up with some crazy dance moves.
a dual heart
That sounds
doesn't
like
work.
a parody song.
Yeah, it doesn't work without both hearts. It's a big body they got to pump blood for, and all of a sudden one heart quits working. Maybe they both die.
Well, I don't know.
There's so many questions.
Yes, could we get them in?
I mean,
here
I
in
bet
the
they've,
studio?
asked, what happens if one of us dies? What happens to the other one?
We just cut your other sister off.
Yeah, I mean, how long you got? Oh, Lord.
They probably just chop off the dead parts.
Ugh.
No?
Chop off the head?
I mean, if your legs...
No.
if
Well,
your-
the dead
'cause
parts are half of the body.
But
Half
if
of
your
the
leg's
body.
dying, they chop off right above where it's bad, right? You know, like oh, you're dead fucking to the
See,
knee.
you
We're
could-
gonna take it a little above the knee.
You could take her head off, but
Right,
then you'd
no
have
problem.
But then
Butcher
you'd have
could
a
do that in
but
no
then you'd
time.
have a dead
A
arm
dead arm and a dead leg.
hanging there, and dead guts in here.
Dead-
There's some dead gut stuff in here.
A good butcher
Does
could
Probably
the whole-
start stanking.
Because does the whole, that part, that,
Rotten.
oh, man, because that heart doesn't pump
worst.
blood to help. Oh, I don't know.
I think they both die.
They
at
only
the,
got
they
one.
both die at the same
They've only
time.
got one. The intestines are only one.
What if one
They
of
got
the,
two stomachs.
What if one of the sisters becomes suicidal?
You got to talk her out of it.
What if she does it while you're sleeping? Like there's a
Yeah.
lot of shit that could go on.
Doglog says once the heart pressure goes too low, doesn't matter how many hearts, it's like an engine seizing to oil pressure. Lynn Carr says famous Siamese twins Ing and Chang died within a couple hours of each other. So maybe you can't live without the other. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you can't live. One can't live without the other.
This is so good.
Thank you. Yeah, I guess not. So they're, how old are they? Are they in their 40s yet? No, they're still in their 30s, right?
I don't know. Probably 30s.
What's their last name? Brittany and Abby?
Abby and Brittany Hensel. Doglog said, we've gone way beyond the valley of good taste. I think everybody wants to know this, though. Everybody's thinking the same thing.
Is that from Doglog?
Yeah.
And he's the voice of reason. We should probably.
34.
We
They're
might want to
34.
listen. That's
They're teachers.
Gizmo,
How much do you
Gizmo
think they
says their OnlyFans would be a record breaker. Yeah,
Do you think they have
it
to
would.
only pay one of them, right? And they're a teacher.
Oh
They
my
teach
God.
like
I think they
elementary
only
school
pay
or
one of
something?
them.
They're like one salary. Sorry,
But it's two brains.
They're getting screwed.
They
But
should
we
at
don't
least
need-
get 1.5
but we
salary.
don't need two teachers in the classroom.
Yeah.
We only need one.
That's a.
How do they go about that? I say we pay them 2 salaries. I think we take a vote on it.
Oh, I mean,
And we pay
in
them
a-
2 salaries.
In a perfect world where where all the
I
money
mean, does
wasn't
it
being
even
stolen,
have to be a perfect world to pay
Yes.
somebody $50,000 a year
'cause
extra?
they're going to say they don't have the money now,
Yeah.
but there should be the money. And yeah, we can make an exception for the two-headed woman.
Yeah.
She's had some hardship that wasn't her fault.
Yeah.
We're going to pay her double.
Let's pay them double.
That's how it should be. Vampire Jeremy says Banana Ball World Tour is on True TV. I don't really find it very interesting, actually. It's like a Banana Ball's fun to see the highlights of one time, and then after that, it's like whatever. Guys doing somersault and catching balls. Guys on stilts trying to, hit a baseball. It's
Plus,
like,
do they do it the whole game?
Oh, they do a bunch of like they'll have races with the fans and throw pies in people's faces and they do a bunch of shit because they gotta they got all these people watching. They gotta put on a show, but I don't know how much. It's like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball, but it's just not that good. I mean, if you watch we took the kids to see the Harlem Globetrotters way back in the day,
Yeah.
and it was pretty hokey. And our kids were not that impressed.
Would you go see the baseball thing?
The bananas?
I couldn't. Do
No.
it. I could not fucking do it.
No,
I don't
I don't-
understand the hype behind it.
I was trying to. I thought it'd be fun, but
When it was
We all
when it
poo-pooed on it?
when it was an original when it
No.
was an original little gimmick,
Seemed to
Yeah.
got sidetracked.
and now
here.
it just got. I swear we come back to it.
Monetized.
I swear we come back to it.
Banana ball.
Oh, check out that drink trace.
What is that?
It's a pina colada inside of a pineapple.
The
Donovan.
fuck?
Donna's she's a craft cocktail girl now.
That happens when I'm not around.
Gimmicky.
We get back to the Twins. We got one more chance. We're getting back to the Twins. Banana Ball World Tour.
This says some facts about those girls. It says they are now working as 5th grade teachers who receive one salary. Regarding the situation, the BBC, Abby said, obviously, right away we understand that we're going to get one salary because we're doing the job of one person. Okay, but I think they should get 2 salaries.
I know.
I mean, they're both showing up.
I mean, look at their life. They had to endure 2 salaries. Give them 2 fucking salaries.
No.
Did they ever...
Too busy wasting and stealing money, babe.
Yeah.
When they were younger, did they ever play any sports or anything?
I don't know.
That would be interesting.
Probably not. Probably not. You know, that body doesn't look like it was built for sports.
I think they'd make a hell of a goalie.
Right. And as Navy says, I'm sure the 5th grade kids are not distracted at all. I mean, can you imagine? I saw.
Is she looking at me?
It'd be like the first day. It'd be like they come into class and they're like, "Holy fuck!" You'd have to explain, right? Okay, so girls, here's your teacher, and you just gotta, or kids, you gotta explain to them what's going on. I guess after a while it becomes normal, but you probably still get a lot of kids that age, giggling and whatnots.
Pointing fingers.
Yeah.
Kids can be ruthless.
Yeah. Do you think so? Like does she control the left arm, the one on the left? Does she?
Yeah.
So she could be grading papers while you're teaching a lesson.
That's
true.
true.
So that would be
Yeah.
you could get shit done.
Yeah, and a lot of them do have to have teachers' aides in the class. So why can't you at least pay one of them for that salary? How about that?
It's a real dick move by society.
What do you think of that mango cart?
It's pretty good. Yeah. Pretty mango-y.
Mango-y. They were buy one, get one at the Publix.
Buy one, get one free?
Yeah, 6 packs.
What is it, beer?
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Usually once a year we revisit the Abby and Brittany conjoined twins. All right. That's enough of that. It's solid gold. You can never go wrong talking about that. Actually, I have a promo I'm going to do today about when we talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
Y'all did while you got sidetracked by Banana Ball.
Yeah.
I almost got by the Banana Ball propaganda without ever watching again, like just because I've heard Mom talk about it for so long and I've seen like 1 or 2 cool clips on it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Banana Ball is cool, and then it was like 6 months ago. We went up to some bar and they had Banana Ball on.
Yeah, on the TV.
And I was like, oh, like I should watch this. I like Banana Ball, but I've never even seen a game of it played. And I watched it for no less than 10 minutes and was like, wow, this is pretty gay.
It's pretty stupid.
The guys were all, it was like professional athlete looking guys, but they're all doing almost like flamboyant dance
They'll do
moves.
that flamboyant dancing.
I was like, this is kind of weird. And then I continued to watch it, and I was like, this is kind of weird and goofy and kind of gay.
if you see back in the day before you knew about Banana Ball and you see the highlight clip, you're kind of like, well, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Because baseball's boring and look at all the crazy stuff they do. But that's like a 30-second promo. And that's all there is.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of guys dancing. There's going to be a guy who does a somersault and he catches a ball. And then they have to have fan races and do all this stuff because you got to entertain.
Yeah, you got to do something.
It's just not worthwhile. But speaking of flamboyant, I think we already talked about the NFL cheerleaders, the male cheerleaders.
Oh yeah.
And I really could give a rat's ass, but it would seem to me, if you're gonna have men cheerleaders, they should dance like men.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, look at. That's not a man dance. Is this a man dance? It's not a man dance. Just dance like a man.
Well, a man doesn't want to be a cheerleader.
He does.
I mean, a man. He's not. No, never mind.
Man dance. Man. Come on, dance like a. That's all right. You can be a cheerleader. Just dance like a man.
What's a man dance?
I don't know. Man dance is just kind of like that.
Yeah, you know, get everybody hyped up.
You're not doing all the, maybe even the moves he's doing. If as a man you just didn't put the
flare on it.
I mean, if I was like dancing on the dance floor like this, Trace would come and tackle me.
Yes, absolutely.
So
I don't know. I did watch you dance like a cat before and didn't
fuck
stop
off,
you.
fuck
I even
off.
recorded it.
I'm never gonna
to
live that.
share with other people.
See, most people they do something that embarrassing, they get internet famous for it. But
Yeah.
my family's so embarrassed of it, they burned all the videos.
I think Mom burned all the videos.
in an FBI burn bag.
I tried to share a couple of them. They didn't do too great. Meow.
Meow. This guy is going to talk about the use of all the kind of the trends for young people. What's going on? What's going on in the USA today?
I don't know.
Huge decline. Americans who drink alcohol. We are looking at the lowest level since the 1930s.
So this is the lowest level of alcohol consumption to what he said, the 1900s?
30s. What are we talking about?
1930s.
I don't know.
Yeah. Did he say that?
1930. It says it right there.
Oh, since the 1930s, yeah.
Just 54% on occasion Americans say that they drink alcohol. That's down from 4 points last year. That's down from 62% in 2023. And it is way down from the record high the last year that happened.
Well, this is when America was having some fun.
I think so.
1978. We were having fun in 1978.
When it was 71% back in 1978, this record low is being driven by younger folks and Republicans as well, as they increasingly view the idea of drinking as an unhealthy habit.
The poll also asked about smoking. What did that show?
Yeah, same exact idea. It turns out we're giving up our vices a little bit. What do we...
See, I'd like to know whether this is vaping, because I would consider vaping smoking, right?
Yeah.
So people are just vaping now, I think.
Talking about smoked a cigarette in the last week. Look at this. In 2025, just 11%. A
Wow.
decade ago, it was 19%. 2 decades ago, 25%. You look back 1974.
1974, 1978. Let's get the time machine out. Let's hit it, man. Fucking smoking cigs and drinking beer all day.
People got tired of getting pushed full of cancer. That's why.
1/4 the level. My goodness gracious. And again, younger folks are the ones who are saying that they are smoking less. And even when you combine in e-cigarettes, we're still looking at considerably lower
All right,
levels.
now,
than we
I mean,
have
one thing
in
we
the
have to throw up there is bad food consumption. And if it's like disease, see if people are getting healthier. These are the two worst things.
But we're not.
Doesn't seem as if we're getting healthier,
Yeah.
but these are supposedly the two worst
Two
things
worst
you can
things
do for you.
But it seems like the two worst things you can do are something else.
They won't
eating the food that they're giving us.
Yeah, they won't put that up there, huh? Because nobody's quitting that, even though it's the worst.
These like
Eating junk food.
This is
Everybody just wants to do that. Fast food.
This is almost like revolutionary trends where you're like, America is so much more healthy now. 40% used to smoke cigarette. Now only 11. This many people used to do this. Now that's a revolution. No, because we're in worse shape than ever.
Yeah, Travel Bag says everyone is full of farm meds now. Let's look at those stats. Yeah, do people consider those better for you, being healthier?
I'd rather have a few beers a week than be on pills. Don't you think? Don't you think?
I think a lot of people are taking pills so they don't need alcohol.
That could be it too. Alcohol industry's got to be bummed out. So let's see what else this guy has.
I think you're also going to see this tab. And you're saying that people are giving up vices, and you think sex is a vice?
I'm not saying that sex is a vice. According to some people, perhaps.
I know what kind of sex he's having.
According to the Harry.
Yeah, or none. That or none.
Hampton School of Thought. But Bow Chickie Wow Wow going down. What do we?
Bow Chickie Wow Wow. This guy's a cheese ball. Okay. Look, she thinks it's hysterical. That's the average humor for a woman. Bow Chickie Wow. Adults in the 90s. What is this? No sex at all. Wow.
Talking about no sex at all in the last year as Kate's off on the side laughing it up.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not laughing. I'm not
She's doing
entirely
something.
Sure.
She's not even sure.
I'm blushing under all of this makeup.
She's blushing. There we go. In the 1990s, among all adults, no sex at all in the last year was 18%. In 2024, look at that, no sex at all. Up.
That's one in 3 people that doesn't have sex at all.
In a year.
In a year. That's crazy. But listen, this next one is even crazier. Listen to this.
10 points. Look at here. Those 18 to 21. Look at that. 24% in the 1990s. It's the younger folks who are getting up to sex. Look at that percentage.
They don't leave their house.
That's crazy.
That's like
crazy.
your main
And
banging ages, 18 to 21.
And they can't, some of. Oh no, I wouldn't say they're having kids that young. Usually they're not. But I know the kids that are in their 30s are probably, they can't handle raising kids, let alone having sex on top of that.
I don't think so.
And working,
Oh,
they can't handle shit. Their life is like over.
That's insane. You would as a man, in your late teens and your early 20s, a lot of you're looking for some action.
Yeah.
But now you're not. That's the most dramatic switch I can imagine. Worse than cigarettes and alcohol, sex. I never had a time when a teenager was like, sex. A male teenager.
Never. There's been a time where kids didn't want to drive. I mean, that happened so quick. I mean, there wasn't a single kid at my high school. Like the one kid that didn't drive in my high school, like it's because his dad died that year in a car crash.
Yeah.
Like that was the one kid at our school that didn't drive. Yeah. And it's like everybody was, and that's only 15 years ago. There wasn't a single kid that didn't want to get their car and drive.
Most kids on their 15th birthday, they go get their learner's permit. And they can't, they're like, here it is tomorrow. I'm going to go get my, and then at their 16th birthday, they're like, I'm going to go get my driver's license tomorrow. Now, they don't even get it till they're 19, 20, 21.
Gosh. I waited till I was 18, but I also didn't have a car, so there wasn't much point of having a license. And my friend didn't require me to have a license to drive his car. He didn't check my license. I drove my friend Nick's car from 16 to 18 because he would just get too stoned. He's the only person I ever met that would just get too stoned every time he smoked that he couldn't even drive. He didn't
Probably
have
a good thing.
When we were like 16 years old, we'd smoke a blunt and he'd just be like swerving all over the road and like talking to people imaginary on the phone and just like way overdoing the.
Well, we had, he ran into that tree in Meadow Point. We had to come get you that one time.
Yeah. Yeah. So he just couldn't smoke and drive. So we'd smoke and then I'd drive.
Some people can smoke and drive. Some people can't.
He's just, I don't want to be dissing him without him here to defend himself, but just not the best driver. It's one of those, it wasn't like me to where you grow up driving go-karts and dirt bikes. So when you get a car, you were like, well, I already know how to fucking drive.
Yeah.
You just grew up in a neighborhood where nobody had you didn't drive go-karts and stuff like that.
Did he blame that car crash on you? To his parents? I wonder.
No.
Probably.
Because I know when you did mushrooms, his mom was like, no, Nick would not do mushrooms. And I was like, I'm pretty sure he was doing mushrooms with Trace. And she was like, no, he wasn't. He told me he wasn't. I'm like, he was. She's like, no, he wasn't.
Well,
like, okay.
She believed her child.
Yeah.
She believed her teenage child. That's a good one.
Last time, I think you can say this. He was just moving his car. It wasn't a big deal. But last time I hung out with him and we went and saw a Lightning game, and we all went up to the bar and had a couple Guinnesses and then went back to his friend's house. And he had our other friend's wife was going to drive, but his car was parked in the driveway in front of hers, so he just had to back it out. And we just had a couple beers, and he's like putting the thing in the wrong gear, and like backing out of the. Like, what is going on?
Those are the people that kill a family of 4. So those people who can't drive, who get.
He wasn't driving anywhere; just backing his car out.
Yeah,
and
but if
pulling
he
back
was,
in.
driving,
yeah.
I always think about that woman back when we were on the. She sued Bubba because he made fun of her. Remember the woman? She turned in front of a
guy. The lady in New Tampa.
Turned in front of her guy, made her daughter handicapped, I believe, and so the guy had like a couple beers. He's like just over the limit. But it doesn't matter when somebody turns in front of you. You know.
Yeah, he went to prison.
And so you're just driving along, thinking I'm fine, but I'm fine. And somebody turned right in front of you, and he had to go.
And all of a sudden, you're in prison.
He's in jail.
She was definitely in the wrong. She didn't want to. It's like if she's saying he went through a red light, then so did she. Because they both had a yellow light.
I think she won. I think she won a lawsuit.
That's
he had been drinking maybe at lunch. He wasn't like wasted or nothing. And everybody's been there. Everybody can't sit home and judge when.
I mean, I've been able
to drink and drive.
That is what really ended drinking and driving for me. Is that like I used to drink and drive a little bit, but just the thought that if somebody else fucking jumps, even if it's that, remember that truck driver we had that some girl put a suicide letter in her pocket and jumped out in front of him, and he had to go through this whole rigmarole and drug test and stuff like that. It's like, man, if that guy just would have, stopped and, he doesn't typically drink, but, he decided to have one beer, one high alcohol content beer at the rest stop before he headed out.
And it's 0.08.
And now he's fucking, even CD. If you're a truck driver, it's got to be even lower. If you just had one,
might have to be zero.
If you had one Bush Light, one Bush Light, you'd fucking go into jail for 20 years. And if you just had a couple beers and somebody else fucks up.
Some homeless person, walks and falls down in the road right in front of you, you're going to prison.
Yep, that's why I don't drink and drive.
I mean, there's never been a point where, like, I've been with friends and they're like, "Oh, be careful driving since you've been drinking." I've never been afraid of my own safety drinking and driving. I was never concerned that I'm gonna fucking drive off the road and fucking kill myself. And I'm always just worried about somebody hitting me or getting pulled over.
And I'm not saying people should drink and drive. I think there should be some level of judgment. Like, if you're doing nothing wrong, it doesn't matter. They're still going to convict you of, like running into some idiot. Mm-hmm. And it's like, back in my day, I've driven after a few beers, and I'm like super careful. Yeah. There's some people who try to be more careful when they've had a few beers, and some people who don't. And even when I was the drunkest I've ever drove, when I went out with Lionel, who drinks like a fish, and we're drinking these big 22-inch schooners, and I got obliterated. And driving home, there's no way I should have been driving, but I had to get home, and I was seeing double. But I was like.
Yeah, really.
I'm super going 54 miles an hour, trying to just stay in my lane, keeping I think the most people who kill people are blackout drunk.
Yeah.
So just there should just be a little bit of judgment.
A little bit of
just a little
judgment
bit of
as far as you shouldn't go to prison if someone else caused the accident. I mean, I guess they can say, well, your judgment could have been a little better, might have been a little.
Your reaction's faster.
But it might have been. But some people don't have great reactions, even if they're sober. They don't have a great reaction when something just really quick happens. So you can't say that their reaction would have been better. You could say maybe it would have been. It may have helped, but it may not have, because a lot of people get in accidents that, it's someone else's fault and the other person, and they don't get charged because they weren't drinking.
Yeah.
But, it shouldn't be a thing that you automatically go to prison if someone else, if that asshole caused the accident.
By being a huge asshole.
Yes.
I remember one time at St. Leo when I went to a keg party way out in the woods, and there was these very narrow roads. Like you could barely fit on these narrow roads. And there was 3 of us, and I was a little bit more drunk, so I let somebody else drive. and they couldn't stay on the road because it was so narrow. We were like, all right, pull over, buddy. You can't stay on the road. I'll drive. It's my car. So I get back there, and I try and drive, and I just can't fucking stay on this fucking narrow-ass road. I'm like, all right. And I pulled over, and finally we let the third person try and drive, and they were just as bad, so we went back to the original person who was driving.
None of that seems responsible to me at all.
Oh.
I'd say throw the book at you. Have you seen this asshole, Trace? This illegal, this is in America, and this guy's entered the country illegally. Got a CDL. Have you seen this one?
Is this older? Is he crashes?
No, this is, I think, pretty new.
Right.
He's making, so he's on the interstate.
Oh, I heard about it. I haven't seen it. No,
he's
I
on the
see
interstate, and he's making a illegal U-turn from the far right lane. Because he's driving a semi, and this is what happens. And that car just wham.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at this guy. Turn off the car. And
What? He didn't look concerned at all.
He didn't look concerned at all, did he? Isn't it kind of
In
crazy?
my country, people die all the time like this.
So that guy's obviously dead. It looked like that guy wasn't paying attention either.
A little bit, you know.
But still, you can't make an illegal U-turn with a semi in front of traffic
on the interstate
when you're an
man.
illegal immigrant. That's kind of the trifecta.
I mean, you're really not expecting that on the interstate either.
No,
you know,
you're not. You're
You
not.
get going 70, 80 miles an hour in the left lane, and you're kind of just chilling.
Yeah.
You know, you can get distracted.
This is being investigated as a homicide, as it should.
Of course, he got his license in California.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how illegal
What was
you?
that? He was giving the camera a stare down.
He's giving him a bad stare down.
stare.
A bad stare down. Where's that? Oh, look at that.
Oh, don't record me. I
I'm
just
fucked.
give somebody.
I'm totally fucked. I'm never going to recover from this financially.
What's that from?
Tiger King. That guy. Yeah, they got everything ready for the sheet and everything. You're gonna cover this guy when they peel him out of the car,
Ooh,
whatever's
man.
left of him. Thanks, Haji. There's a lot of people. I think you can get a CDL pretty easy in America.
Yeah, those
not even being a citizen.
Those
How illegal are
firefighters
ya?
and ambulance people, where EMTs didn't seem like they were in a hurry. Like they peeked in there and like, oh, he doesn't have a head or a body.
Yeah,
3 of them. They killed 3 people.
There was 3 people in there.
That's right, 3
in that car.
Yeah.
That's
Jeez,
that's brutal.
Man, that was bad. It was a bad one.
I don't really understand this, but this is allegedly free diver training. I don't understand it. Free driver training. I don't know what
It looks like a weird form of sex.
it looks like he's trying to drown the guy.
He's trying to have sex with him.
I don't understand how this is training. Why the guy keeps looks like he's trying to breathe, and you're like, no.
He's trying to pull him down.
Are you forced to not breathe until what? You pass out?
You know what I think about this sport. You know how
it's your favorite. You watch it every
fuck
weekend.
this. Like, have you?
This isn't a sport.
Like, you know how there's a runner's high? Mm-hmm. You know, after you run, you might feel a little bit of good.
Feel better.
Have you ever had a breath holding competition with somebody and afterwards been like, oh, I can't wait to hold my breath again? No, it fucking blows.
Yeah, it
like,
sucks.
It does blow. And how's the? I mean, do you give the guy the Iggy? I don't understand what this training is.
He's trying. You're just trying hard to get to the top.
So that is this strengthening your
Strengthening
muscles
yeah,
to get to the top.
To get to the top. You're getting
you
to
wanna
the topper muscles.
Because you want to get to the top as fast as you can when you're dying.
Yes,
right?
when you're
Okay.
dying, you want to get to the surface quick.
My favorite part of when I used to play sports like football and stuff was almost dying and then not dying. No, what are you talking about? And people die from this. If you take the percentage of athletes who die from this as opposed to other sports,
Yeah.
it's big time.
I mean, I hold
For
my
what?
breath as long as I can, maybe once a year, and I don't even do it till I'm like, all right, I can't really breathe. Oh, you know, if you're having a hold your breath competition with your kids or something, like, there's no. I mean, I go to springs and stuff and dive down, and I like going kind of far. But I don't like running out of breath at all. Like, you know,
No,
I like
it's a sucky feeling, man.
I like to get to the surface with plenty of time, you know? Like, I was going down, I was saying 25 feet. It was probably only 15, 20 feet.
Yeah.
I was going down at Alexander Springs. But I went down about 20 feet, and I'm kind of in a hole. And I go out to kick to go to the surface and kind of slipped on the rock and just had to swim, you know, the 15 feet up to the surface.
Yeah.
And just looking at the surface and being like, oh my God, I'm not going to make it, you know. And that was like 5 seconds of being out of breath.
That's kind of on you because you should have been practicing like this guy. What a miserable sport. I don't get it at all.
Why is he bouncing back down?
Because he's bringing him down so
pulling him.
He's forcing the guy to use his get the fuck up muscles.
Oh, God.
I mean, man.
How do you know when he's out of breath?
I guess if you're not out of breath. I don't know, but you're both using a lot of energy.
I mean, if you take the cool music away and this is Sparta and you just show up with these two guys in Speedos in the fucking pool doing this, you're like, what the fuck are you guys
it's
doing?
like this is like something on Grindr.
It is.
This is the most kinky thing I've ever seen.
You're definitely having sex after this.
Okay, yeah. Freedom. You might have the world record, or you might die. That's not. I don't get it.
Hey, I think they do actually die sometimes. I think it's pretty dangerous.
It is. It is dangerous.
Why, man?
If you're way down there and you pass out, and I mean they got a safety guy there, but he ain't lucking you all way up before you die.
Didn't we watch a video of a guy that they brought up and like nobody knew what the fuck to do? They just all freaking out, like, oh, he's dying.
Did he die? I don't remember.
No, he woke back up finally.
F that. I say F that stuff.
No, I'm not doing none of that crap.
We got to do a VIP music countdown tomorrow, probably. Is that good for you?
Yeah.
Lock it in, buddy. Tomorrow, VIP Mike and Trace VIP music countdown.
Oh, we don't have time for our Karen, do we?
I know we just we're going and going and going.
What talk about? I didn't use any of my notes.
I didn't hardly either. Tomorrow we got the Sean Raz. We'll have a double shot of Sean Raz, the countdown, and the Sean Raz crappy song of the week. How about them apples?
How about them apples?
Crappy song of the
I
week.
meant Karen.
Oh,
Sean Raz,
okay.
Karen, and the crappy song of the week.
Yeah,
It's a double shot. Sean Raz, double shot.
Woo!
I think we're about done. For the day.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were wrapping it up.
Thank you guys for the hype train.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
I thought that was a good show. Good show, guys. That was fun. A lot of fun. Tampa Girl, 300 bits on our way out the door. Thank you very much, Tampa
Very
Girl.
nice. Woo! Gosh, I just realized I always say very talking Borat voice a lot to my kids. And that I just asked them the other day, I was like, do you know who Borat is? And they're like, no. And I'm like, they don't know. They don't get what I'm saying at all. They're like, why is Daddy talking like a fucking weirdo? They don't even get that reference. Very nice. I say that all the time.
Yes. I was going to say you'll have to have them watch Borat, but I don't think so.
I was like, you haven't seen Borat? And then I was like, oh, Borat's a really bad movie.
You'd have to pre-watch it and then.
Oh yeah, nudity and
about
sex, and it's all about him making his way to bang Pamela Anderson.
Okay. Never mind.
I mean, you do not think of that sometimes when you go to watch a movie with your kids. You're like, it's rated PG-13 or R, but I don't remember anything. I don't remember a single thing bad in this movie. And then you play it.
Oh yeah,
and it's like 15 seconds, and you're like, oh, we can't watch any of this movie now that I think about it.
Yep, I think you're right. All right, we're done for the day. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8:00 for more ClusterF.
See ya.
Also, don't forget ClusterFshow.com for the new OT of the Hang, and Mike and Trace Music Countdown will be up there Tuesday or Wednesday. Thanks, everybody, for supporting the show and listening. Have a fantastic day.
See you tomorrow.